illumination system. It's a lot easier to install than what you're doing. They just place bait stations around the house, and then the termites share the bait with each other until the colony is gone. No digging, no chemical solution, just simple protection that's environmentally responsible.
Wow.
Yeah, I even got a green chemistry award from the EPA.
Centricon, huh? I'll be right back.
Hey, where you going?
Tell these guys to stop digging. I'm getting Centricon.
Call Bob Reed Pest Control today for all of Southeast New Mexico. 575-623-5344.
This is KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. A court has dealt President Trump a setback in his bid to eliminate birthright citizenship.
The Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in San Francisco has ruled President Trump's executive order seeking to end birthright citizenship is unconstitutional. It affirms a lower court decision that blocked enforcement nationwide. The order would deny citizenship to children born to people who are in the United States illegally or temporarily. The ruling marks the first time an appeals court has weighed in and brings the issue one step closer to quickly coming back before the Supreme Court. Ben Thomas, Washington.
Columbia University has agreed to pay $220 million to settle Trump administration allegations of on-campus anti-Semitism. The Ivy League school stressing this is not an admission of wrongdoing. The recent devastating, deadly flooding in the Texas Hill Country and the response to the disaster is the subject of an investigation by Texas lawmakers. State Senator Charles Perry says it's not about second-guessing, finger-pointing, or scapegoating.
Our Select Committee will not armchair quarterback or attempt to assign blame. To do so would undermine the very goal in the committee's creation. The goal of our committee is to find constructive policy solutions which will prevent future loss of life like what our state has suffered over the past few weeks.
The Independence Day flood claimed 136 lives. Russian authorities say a plane crash in the country's far east near the border with China has claimed 48 lives. The aircraft vanished from radar screens, crashing in a remote mountainous region. There were no survivors. Watching Wall Street ahead of this morning's opening bell, a Dow futures down 323 points, NASDAQ futures 38 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey, I'm Brant, and her name is Sherry.
Hello.
She's a friend of mine whom we were just praying for because of a surgery she just went through.
Yes, and I am very happy about something you actually talk about all the time, which is
Medishare.
That is right.
Yeah. So what was your experience like with Medishare and the healthcare bills?
Honestly, Brant, seamless. And what a blessing that is when you're already nervous about a health issue, which I was.
Yeah.
Members shared my expenses. There were zero problems. And let me tell you, having people pray with you when you call in with your need, that is just...
It is refreshing.
Yes, that's what it is.
But I keep telling people, people love Medishare, and they love saving tons of money, too. The typical family can save $500 a month.
I am very thankful for Medishare. It is so different, and I mean different in a very, very good way.
It is good different. Call now. They're easy to talk to, and you can get a price within 2 minutes. Call 844-41-BIBLE. That's 844-41-BIBLE. 844-41-BIBLE.
Thailand and Cambodia have traded fire along their border. It's a sharp escalation of a conflict that killed at least 9 civilians, wounded at least 14 in 3 border provinces.
At the moment, both country and both officials are trying to talk into the ceasefire, but in practicals, we still see tensions, especially with both militaries still deploy weapons, and it still results in 12 Thai deaths. The whole conflict has spanned between the last 2 or 3 months. It stemmed from just open fires, and that resulted in 1 death in Cambodian soldiers. And ever since then, there has been dispute. Some period of time, it has been lower in terms of violence. But now this morning, as has been reported, that Cambodians opened fire rocket into Thailand.
BBC's Panisa Imosha. A UN report says the Taliban has tortured and threatened Afghans forcibly returned from Iran and Pakistan because of their identity or personal history. Townhall.com. Senate Majority Leader John Thune says Congress will need a short-term spending bill to prevent a shutdown October 1st, with leadership allies likely to push for a patch running up until the year-end holidays.
The South Dakota Republicans' comments in an interview Wednesday reveal how Republicans are already thinking about their strategy for the fall funding fight, with Thune expected to face divisions within his own party about what to do. And while Thune acknowledged that Republicans tasked with writing the funding bills will want a short-term stopgap, some GOP hardliners are already pushing for a year-long measure that just extends current funding levels, something Thune cautioned is never a very good solution. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, in a separate interview Wednesday, suggested the House and Senate could use the August recess to discuss resolving differences in their funding measures. Bernie Bennett, Washington.
President Trump visiting Scotland this week, returning to the country where his mother was born and raised and where he has business interests in the form of a couple of golf courses. More on these stories, townhall.com.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
From Nels Floral in Artesia, and we are so happy to be the new florist for the KSVIP. If you know someone who is having a special date or event, a birthday, anniversary, or something big is happening in their life, let's make them the KSVIP. On their day, we'll say something on the radio about your special person, and they will receive a beautiful flower from Nels Floral. So call KSVP at 575-746-2751 and nominate your KSVIP.
Hey, good morning, and welcome once again to the Good Morning Artesia radio show. And we've made it to Thursday, a fair week, Thursday, July 24, 2025. From the studios in downtown Artesia, New Mexico, I'm Gene Dow, filling in for Scott Pettis, who is our Tuesday, Thursday host, filling in for Gene Dow. And, of course, Scott's been real busy out at the Eddy County Fair. They had their Faith and Family concert last night. Hope that was well attended. And there's 2 more days of the Chaves County Fair, 3 more days of the Eddy County Fair. Looking at the calendar here, yesterday
Yesterday we streamed for you the Chaves County Swine Show, the Eddy County Parade, I think, showed up on the stream yesterday. Did it show up on the stream yesterday? I don't remember seeing that. Let me look and see. I was having issues. I was trying to convert a XLS file to a PDF file. And I think I got that done. Let's see. Upcoming broadcast, past broadcast. 2-year futurity, prospect yearling. I don't think the yearling feed went because we had a Wi-Fi question. Dairy heifer. Yeah, I don't see that we've done the parade yet, so I'll have to find out what the status is on that. Yesterday we had the swine show from Eddy County. We had the 2-year-old futurity from Eddy County. Oh, we did get the Spark Online. Okay, that's good. The prospect yearling, I don't think that happened. Let's see. This broadcast did not air. Okay, so we will delete that because it did not air, and then we'll see what happens if he got that recorded, and we'll get that uploaded. Let's see, we also had yesterday the Dairy Heifer Show from the Chaves County Fair and the Rabbit Show from the Chaves County Fair. The Market Lamb Show from the Chaves County Fair aired. The Rabbit Show from the Eddy County Fair aired yesterday, and you can go back and watch those. And I think, did I just do that this morning? I think I just posted the rabbit results. We get those from the folks there at the fairgrounds, of course. And, well, I guess I have to go to a different page to see it. Okay. Coming up today at the Chaves County Fair, they've got the Heifer Show followed by the Steer Show. That's this morning at 8. And then this afternoon, they will stream the Wool Lead Fashion Extravaganza. And then following the Wool Lead, or at 6 o'clock, whichever comes first or last. I think if the Wool Lead is short, then they won't start the awards program till 6. But if the Wool Lead Fashion Extravaganza goes past 6, then they'll do the awards program right after that. So that's from the Chaves County Fair today, 8 a.m. this morning for the Heifer Show and the Steer Show. And then at 4 o'clock today, the Wool Lead Fashion Extravaganza, followed by the awards program. So that'll be on the Chaves County Fair channel. Eddy County Fair, Thursday, today, the Broiler Show, breeding poultry and ducks. Now, the breeding poultry and ducks will be in the poultry barn. The Broiler Show is going to be in the livestock barn show ring, and we will be there with our cameras to show you that today. That starts at 8. 9 o'clock, horticultural entries will be taken in the community center. 9:30 is the breeding heifer show, followed by the market cattle show, and you'll be able to see those at ksvptv.com. Exhibit building and the Eddy County Community Center are open to the public, 10 a.m. to 9 tonight. The flower show entries will be judged at 1 o'clock today. The James Hamilton Breeding Sheep Show and the Market Lamb Show will be at 3 o'clock today, which we will show on ksvptv.com. Carnival opens up at 5. It's the Wright Amusements Carnival. And then 6 o'clock tonight is the concert. It's the Hispanic Heritage Night. And that starts at 6 in the open arena of the Horse Council. So that's what's going on at the fair today here in Eddy County. So we've got a lot of folks watching. Facebook numbers are crazy with people that are watching on the Facebook page. So it's fun to see what the numbers are. And on the website, we've got good numbers for all the shows, the Chaves County and the Eddy County shows as well. And I'm looking at today's schedule, and that kind of matches what I said. So, yeah, we've got the Chaves County Fair Beef Show, Eddy County Fair Broiler Show, Lakeside Meat presents the 2025 Breeding Heifer Show and Market Cattle Show, Chaves County Poultry Showmanship, Eddy County Fair James Hamilton Breeding Sheep Show, Chaves County Fair Wool Lead. So that's all today at KSVPTV.com. So, yeah, our guys are busy out there getting stuff done. Tonight's concert is Secreto and La Reunion Norteña. That's tonight. Again, starts at, well, according to the fair book, it said at 6, but the concert page, ticket page on the website says 7. I think maybe the gates open at 6. And you can buy your tickets online. Go to eddycountyfair.com. Upper right-hand corner is a blue button that says Get Tickets. Go there. You can get tickets for tonight's concert and tomorrow night's Chris Young concert. Chris Young will be a part of the bull riding ticket. So the bull riding starts at 6, and the concert right after 9-ish is tomorrow night. Chris Young tomorrow night, Secreto and La Reunion Norteña tonight. Tickets are $11.40 each. That includes all the service charges. It's not $11.40 plus. It's $11.40. Where else are you going to get to see a concert like Chris Young and bull riding with professional bull riders for $10 plus the $1.40 fee, $11.40? I mean, it's a heck of a deal. Support your Eddy County Fair, buy your tickets, and get out to watch the 2 concerts that they have left tonight and tomorrow night. Of course, Saturday night is Junior Livestock Auction and Sale. Friday night, Chaves County will do theirs, and we'll be streaming both of those at KSVPTV.com. What else do we have on the schedule today? Looks like we've got Senior Center update in the 8 o'clock hour, Ocotillo update, and I'm told we've got a different guest that they have contributed their time for. So we'll, I think I remember who it's supposed to be. We'll meet them in the 9 o'clock hour. Aaron Irving will have some stock market news. We'll have some jokes to tell. And I think that's going to get us through the day today. We are going to give away some more Chris Young tickets today. And all of our winners are, the tickets are sitting up on the table here in the front. And we had one pair of tickets picked up yesterday. We got a bunch still sitting here today. And we're going to be, we're not necessarily going to have anybody in the office a lot today. It just so happens. So if you do try to come by today and we're not open, we should be here all day tomorrow for sure if you want to pick up your tickets tomorrow. We've got some carnival armbands that we're going to give away as well. So be listening if you can throughout the day today, and we'll get that done. All right, how's the weather been? I don't think we got any rain. Maybe a little dribble of rain yesterday. Steve-O, what are you looking at for a forecast for today?
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms possible later on today, but rain chances are really low. We should have sunshine most of the day, upper 90s on the afternoon high. Overnight, maybe a few clouds and lows around 70, and then we start heating up a little bit on Friday. We're in the upper 90s and sunny. Looks like about 100 for the afternoon high on Saturday, and sunny, mid-90s and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Really? You're saying 100 for the weekend?
Yeah,
100? Well, if that's what it is, it is. Right now it's 73 and cloudy in Artesia. And according to the weather folks, we're supposed to get to 94 here today. 96 in Carlsbad, 92 in Roswell, 94 in Hobbs, if you're looking for highs in the Pecos Valley. Sunny tomorrow, 96. And he said 100 on Saturday. Here in Artesia, we're going to hit 98 for a high Saturday afternoon. And then partly cloudy and a little cooler on Sunday, 94 for a high. Humidity 64%. The dew point is 60 degrees. Winds are out of the west-northwest at 1, gusting to 4. Pressure 29.93 and on the rise. Our air quality index is sitting at 42, which is good air quality. The moon is a new moon. Ain't no moon. It's new, brand new, no moon, new moon. The moon you can't see will set at 8:22, and we've got a full moon coming at you in 16 days. Sunset at 8:01, sunrise at 6:06 officially. We had a high yesterday of 93 and a low of 69. 1 year ago, our high was 89 and our low was 63. 1/100th of an inch of rain in the 24-hour period that ended at 7 this morning. And we're up to 7.57 inches of rain for the year. The dirt's hot. It's between 86 and 101 degrees, the dirt. Cloudy, 75 in Carlsbad, 73 in Roswell, partly cloudy, 73 in Hobbs, America. Looking across the state of New Mexico, all that gun smoke is making it cloudy, and 68 in Albuquerque, 61 in Santa Fe. 56 in Cloudcroft. They've got another flood watch issued for the Ruidoso area. It's cloudy and 60 now, and the flood watch conditions are expected by noon today. Cloudy, 70 in Alamogordo and Las Cruces, 59 in Gallup, 63 at Farmington, 56 at Taos, 50 at Red River. Mostly cloudy, 70 in Clovis, and over there in West Texas, sunshine, 76 in Lubbock, mostly cloudy, 72 in El Paso, and again here in Artesia, it's cloudy and 73 degrees. I didn't get it again today. Hang on here. Let me get my lunch menu board here. I try to get it. Well, I tell you what I was doing. The guys doing our fair coverage have been asking the people at the fairs, hey, email us the results, because what we can do is we can take those result pages and upload them to the event. So if you want to go back and see who won the Dairy Heifer Show or the Rabbit Show or whatever, you can go to that show at ksvptv.com, and there's the documents right there. You can read it, download it, whatever you want to do. And sometimes they get them. Sometimes they take a picture and send me a picture, which is not a PDF. Or they'll send me a Excel spreadsheet, which is not a PDF. And so I've got to go through some machinations to get them into PDF so that I can get them uploaded. But we'll try to get the swine results from last night. We'll get the others. As soon as we get them, we'll upload them to the ksvptv.com page. And when you go to that event, in other words, if you go to the Rabbit Show, there's a document there with the rabbit results, and so you can check that out. So today, last day for the school lunch this week. One more week after this. It's for kids and teens 18 and under. Dine in at Park Junior High in Zia. Hopefully a lot of folks have been taking advantage of that this summer. It's free for the kiddos, parents, guardians, grandparents. If you'd like to join your kids for breakfast, it's $2.50 for you for breakfast, and it's $4 for you for lunch. At the schools today, it's going to be, what is that word? Oh, Cine Mini Pull-Apart. Cine Mini Pull-Aparts for breakfast today. And the lunch today will be pepperoni pizza, tossed salad, baby carrots, and a Dole fruit cup. Not just any fruit cup, but a Bob Dole fruit cup. Bob Dole likes Bob Dole's fruit cups. Just ask Bob Dole. I'm Bob Dole. I love my Bob Dole fruit cups. If anybody remembers Bob Dole, he always referred to himself in the third person. It was kind of funny. Senior meal site, pork stew. Not just any pork stew, green chili pork stew, tossed salad, flour tortilla, and Jell-O with pears. And I got to tell you, when I first saw Jell-O W/pears, I thought it was Jell-O wipers. And I thought, what are Jell-O wipers? You know, are they anything like windshield wipers? But anyway, green chili pork stew for the seniors today at the senior meal site. What's happening at the Commission on Aging? The Senior Center. Well, they'll open their doors at 8. They'll have the exercise video at 8:15. The painters will be painting at 9. The beginner line dancing folks will be getting out there at 9:30 this morning. After the lunch, they're going to play bridge. That'll be at 1 o'clock. The Swedish weaving will be at 1:30. Texas Hold'em will be at 2 o'clock. And there are 2 stained glass classes today. Jackie, I didn't know if you knew this, but we're talking the Senior Center thing. Do you have that up? There you go. Thank you. The stained gas. The stained glass classes are today at 2:30 and 6:30. There is a dance tonight. Mari Lynn will play all of your hits and favorites. She'll be the DJ tonight, and they'll have finger foods for you to snack on while you're dancing tonight at 7 o'clock. Reminder, on Saturday night there is a dance. A lot of stuff going on Saturday night, but they'll have a jam session. So bring your flute, your violin, your accordion, your bongos, whatever. Bring them on out and join your friends and fellow seniors for a jam night Saturday night at 7 at the Senior Center. Library. What's going on at the library today? Let's see. For the kiddos, they're going to do the STEM presentation today. That's science, technology, eating M&Ms. No. Science, technology, engineering, and math. I think that's what it is. 10:30 for the kiddos today. There's the tiny food party today at 1:30 for the teens. And when I heard that, I asked Missy, is it what it sounds like? And she said, yes, it's tiny versions of regular food items that we love to enjoy. Tiny pizzas and cookies and other things like that. So the tiny food party for the teens, that's at 1:30. And then the adult craft is origami bookshelves. Origami bookshelves, and they'll be folding all that paper together 3:30 this afternoon at the library. A reminder, the summer reading program is over tomorrow. It's done tomorrow. Can't believe it. 8 weeks. Whoosh, gone. And they're going to celebrate with a party that'll be at Central Park tomorrow afternoon at 5. If you've been a part of the summer reading program, you should have your ticket. If you didn't get a ticket, go check in with the folks at the library today or tomorrow. But again, their end of the summer reading event cookout is tomorrow at 5 o'clock at Central Park. Nothing on the Artesia Public Schools calendar, so hopefully folks are enjoying their time off and all that other good stuff. Okay, what else do we do? Oh, we take a break. We'll see what else is happening around town this weekend when we come back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. Don't go away.
Did you know almost 75% of the time we're replacing a roof, something totally weird or unexpected or bizarre happens? Jennifer here again from Trustmark Roofing, and I want you to know that we are always prepared for the unexpected. That's why we always have project superintendent on site at your home at all times to handle those weird, bizarre things as they pop up. Things like an unexpected layer of wood shake shingles under your shingles or rotted out decking boards. Problems with flashing or ridges or missing supplies that somebody needs to chase down? These are the kinds of problems that normally grind the crews from other roofing companies to a halt and delay the project. But not with our super awesome superintendent there. He's equipped to handle any problem and keep the project moving along smoothly. Just one more way we do things better at Trustmark Roofing. If you have any roofing needs, call us at 575-755-ROOF or find us online at trustmarkroofpros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Need a little help this back-to-school season?
Yep.
Now you can test drive for supplies at Roswell Hyundai. Just stop by Roswell Hyundai, browse the lot, and find the vehicle you need. Take it for a qualified test drive and get a $20 Target gift card to help cover notebooks, pencils, clothes, or whatever they need to succeed. And with a lot chock full of new and pre-owned vehicles, you're sure to find what you want for less. Limit one test drive per family and one gift card per child. For a limited time at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 5,700 current Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success, that's what we're about.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
Out on the road, there's just one place when you walk on in, you see a friendly face. It's Big O. Big O Tires.
Now through August 10th, get $100 in rebate savings on sets of 4 ultra-high performance BF Goodrich tires. Or get $50 in rebate savings on all other tire lines with installation purchase. Plus, Big O Tires will match up to $100 in instant savings. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
When was the last time you had some really delicious homemade ice cream? That long, huh? Well, satisfy that craving with Ensemble Tea Treats homemade ice cream, now available at La Fonda Restaurant in downtown Artesia. Ensemble Tea is a local company, so it's good ice cream, and you're supporting our community businesses. Come try some homemade Ensemble Tea ice cream today at La Fonda Restaurant in downtown Artesia. Hey, the fastest motorsport on Earth is coming to Roswell, New Mexico. That's right. September 10th through the 14th, heart-pounding aerial action at the National Championship Air Races. September 10th through the 14th, so we're about a little less than 2 months away. You can get your tickets now. Just go to airrace.org. That's airrace.org. Don't miss history in the making. Check out and get your tickets today. You know, they're building that, or built, or whatever, a ginormous grandstand there at the airport that you'll be able to enjoy watching the air races up close and personal. There'll be all kinds of other activities and events going on associated with that. So get those tickets today. It's airrace.org. Airrace.org. I hadn't been there yet. Let me take a look at that while we are looking at this together. Jackie, you want to pull it up on your laptop there, and we'll put it up on the screen as well. Airrace.org. And they've got tickets available now. One chance to say you were there. 5 days of action. One chance to say, okay, all right. So, yeah, airrace.org is the web. Yeah, there it is. So if you're looking online, that's what it looks like. And, Jackie, let's click on the button that says Tickets Page. Let's click on that. Up at the top right-hand corner in red says Tickets Page. So we'll click on that. 10th through the 14th. Learn more about all of our tickets below. Okay, so there's the grid. Let's show the grid. There you go. Event admission does not have a pit pass or the Chairman's Club. Seat included is the reserve grandstand seating. And you do get a Chairman's Club and a Founders Club pass. Pit access is not general admission or grandstand seating, but pit passes. You'll be down in the pits, but you don't get to go to the clubs. There's one that has parking included. That's for private box seats, public box seats, and the checkered flag clubs. And then you have to purchase a cooler pass if you're going to go into your private box seat. And then there's merch and F&D. Okay, so let's just see what a general admission ticket is. So I'm going to scroll down, and it'll tell you what the general admission is. Let's see, ticket FA. Okay, so here we go. If we scroll down, general admission is $60. Prices increase as tickets are sold. So if you buy your tickets now, you might get a lower price than the $60. Okay, so if I click for price on, if you go down to general admission, scroll down just a little bit there, Jackie. Yep, right there. Okay, see the box? Click for price on the adults 13 and over. And right now, season tickets, then there's Saturday tickets and Sunday tickets, there's Friday tickets, and they're anywhere from 0 to 520. So if I click on the season tickets, box seating is $380 to $465. Private box holder optional add-ons, reserved grandstand, $90 to $170. General admission, 0 to $135. Bring a chair or blanket. The Checkered Flag Club tickets are all sold out. The Chairman's Club, $520. You get a full-service bar and delicious entrees. Great views of the races and the air show. Those are $520. Founders Club run $150 to $280. Pit passes are $110 to $145, and then a parking pass is $180. So that just kind of gives you an idea of some of the general admission ticket prices that are available for that. So go to airrace.org and start getting your tickets now, so that you will, and the earlier you buy them, the less expensive they are. The pricing goes up towards the full price as you get closer and closer to the event itself. All right, let's take a break, see what else is happening in the world of the news. Kim Commando has a tech tip for you. That's coming up next.
Now for your Pecos Valley news updates, I'm Jared Cirillo. FEMA announcing federal disaster assistance is now available to the state of New Mexico to supplement recovery efforts in areas affected by severe storms, flooding, and landslides from June 23rd and continuing. The president's action makes federal funding available to affected individuals in Lincoln County. Assistance can include grants for temporary housing and home repairs, low-cost loans to cover uninsured property losses, and other programs to help individuals and business owners recover from the effects of the disaster. Individuals who sustained losses in the designated areas should first file claims with their insurance providers and then apply for assistance online at disasterassistance.gov. Beginning August 4th, the outdoor pool at the Roswell Recreation and Aquatic Center will be open only on the weekends. The hours are noon to 5:45 p.m. Until then, the outdoor pool remains open daily during those same hours. The last day that the outdoor pool will be open for this year's summer season will be Labor Day, September 1st. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
Here's a song for Lowell's Pharmacy, and when it's over, I'll explain why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
You and your family getting all the things you need.
where personal service is always guaranteed. Prescriptions fill faster with dependability. That is why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
At Lowell's Pharmacy, we are called the Family Pharmacy. Let me spell it out for you. The F stands for fair prices and everything. The A is for accurate prescription service. M for the many professional services we provide. The I is for immediate service. L for the luxury of getting everything you need in just one place. And the Y is for you.
And that is why we're called the Family Pharmacy.
Lowell's Pharmacy, 612 North 13th, across from the hospital in the Artesia Professional Building. Lowell's Pharmacy.
Amazon's Ring cameras have reversed their policy and now let police ask you for that video footage again. Here's what that means for you. I'm Kim Commander for Total AV, award-winning antivirus software for just $19 for the first year right now at protectwithkim.com. Police use doorbell cam videos to solve crimes, find missing people, and catch package thieves. If a break-in happens in your neighborhood, your footage could help. Now, if the police ask for your video, you do not have to give it to them. But if your videos are hanging out in the cloud, authorities have ways to snag them without your okay. They can either hit you with a subpoena or a search warrant or invoke a federal law that makes it possible for them to grab footage from manufacturers in emergencies. There is a workaround. If you keep that footage local on your own camera, they have to come to your door to ask for it or bring a warrant. So if you're not keen on sharing, skip the cloud storage altogether. It's so important to be tech ahead nowadays. Sign up for free and get my newsletter at getkim.com. Cybercrime is on the rise, and hackers are getting smarter every day. From phishing scams to ransomware attacks, criminals are after your devices and your money. So how do you fight back? One of the best defenses is solid antivirus software. It blocks suspicious websites and stops hackers before they can do any damage. A healthy dose of skepticism when opening emails or clicking links doesn't hurt either. But for the antivirus help you need, I trust and recommend Total AV. They update you in real time, keeping you protected from the latest threats. Go to protectwithkim.com now and get Total AV for just $19 for the first year. It covers up to 5 devices, including Windows, Macs, and smartphones. That's protectwithkim.com. Don't wait until it's too late. Your security matters. Get protected now. Go to protectwithkim.com for my exclusive deal with Total AV. Just $19 for the first year. That's protectwithkim.com. Protectwithkim.com. Protectwithkim.com.
Turpinning and Son Mortuary of Artesia presents a listing of today's obituaries. Funeral services will be Friday at 10 a.m. at Turpinning and Son Mortuary for Ray Jean Peterson, who passed away on July 21st at the age of 84. Jean was born in April 1941 in Martinsville, Indiana, the son of Carrie and Evelyn Peterson. He married his childhood sweetheart, Kay Walker Peterson, in Roswell, New Mexico, January 1960. Jean owned Truck and Trailer Supply, a heavy-duty truck parts store. He and his son Mark made a lifetime commitment serving the southeast New Mexico area. Jean enjoyed radio-controlled airplanes, worked with the Boy Scouts, and sitting at the computer working on his stock trading. He loved being in his shop and spent time crafting his woodworking skills. Jean and Kay also loved camping and spent a lot of time in the mountains. No matter what he was doing, you could always count on Gunsmoke being on the TV when he was relaxing at night. Jean is survived by his sons, Mark Peterson and wife Nancy, his daughter Pam Horner and husband Billy, 3 grandchildren, 2 great-grandsons, his sister-in-law, Ann Walker, and his nephew, Josh Walker, and wife, Jane, and their son, Rowan Walker. He was preceded in death by his parents and his wife. Jimmy Hamilton will officiate at the services. Again, they will take place at 10 a.m. Friday the 25th at Turpinning Sons in Artesia for Ray Jean Peterson, who passed away July 21st at the age of 84. This listing has been presented as a service by Turpinning and Son Mortuary of Artesia, where we make it personal. Let's get a personal weather forecast out here. Steve-O, what do you know?
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms possible later on today, but rain chances are really low. We should have sunshine most of the day, upper 90s on the afternoon high. Overnight, maybe a few clouds and lows around 70, and then we start heating up a little bit on Friday. We're in the upper 90s and sunny. Looks like about 100 for the afternoon high on Saturday, and sunny, mid-90s and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Cloudy, 75 out there at this hour, going up to 94. Humidity at 60%, the dew point 60 degrees. Winds out of the west-northwest at 2, gusting to 6. Pressure 29.93 and on the rise. Air quality is 42. The moon is new. We're getting a new moon. And what is there will set at 8:22. Next full moon in 16 days. Sunset 8:01, sunrise 6:06. Official high yesterday 93, the overnight low 69. A year ago 89 the high, 63 the low. Cloudy 77 in Carlsbad, 74 in Roswell, mostly cloudy, 75 in Hobbs, America. Let's see what the markets are reacting to this morning on the Wall Street Business Report.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. U.S. stocks set more records on Wednesday following trade deals between the world's number 1 and number 4 economies, one that would lower proposed tariffs on Japanese imports coming to the United States. U.S. automakers worry that President Donald Trump's agreement to tariff Japanese vehicles at 15% would put them at a competitive disadvantage, saying they will face steeper import taxes on steel, aluminum, and parts than their competitors. Alaska Air Group reinstated its full-year profit forecast, citing improvements in passenger traffic and pricing power. The Seattle-based airline, however, forecast a lower-than-expected profit for the third quarter. Comcast NBC Universal is considering launching a sports cable network that would feature content also on its Peacock platform, the Wall Street Journal has reported. The potential channel, which would be offered in specialized packages, could debut as early as the fall, according to published reports. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Check out the bargains this week at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. Select cans of Chicken of the Sea Chunk Light Tuna are 5 for $5, and select cans of Food Club vegetables are 3 for $2. In produce, select bags of Halos mandarins are $2.97 each, and sweet Washington red cherries are $1.97 a pound. In the meat department, family packs of bone-in New York strip steaks are $8.99 a pound, and family packs of 80% lean fresh ground beef are $4.29 a pound. These are just some of the bargains this week at Finn's Country Market in Artesia.
Pecos Valley Rides Amusements Carnival is back at the Eddy County Fair, July 22nd through 26th. Over 30 rides like the Orbiter, the Himalaya, the Vertigo 90-foot tower, and Zero Gravity. For the kids, Jumbo the Flying Elephants, the Carousel, the wet boats in real water, live pony rides, and more. Enjoy the cotton candy, funnel cakes, lemonade, and handmade pizza. Get a wristband and ride all you want all day for just $40. Ad paid for by Eddy County and Artesia Lodgers Tax.
NMDOT presents.
I'm Jules.
And I'm Nico. Today we're looking at the top 3 most dangerous things you can do while driving. Number 3 is shaving your cat. Number 2, juggling buttered slinkies.
Is that butter?
And the number 1 most dangerous thing you can do while driving is being drunk.
We know that summer is party time, but you don't want it to be jail time.
So how about we designate a driver instead?
Yeah, shout out to the DD.
Hey, New Mexico, help us end DWI. This message brought to you by NMDOT.
Welcome to Answers with Ken Ham. The account of origins presented in the Genesis is a simple but factual presentation of actual events and provides reliable basis for man's worldview and a framework for scientific investigation into the question of the origin and history of life. Answers with Ken Ham is brought to you by Harvest Fellowship at 2307 West Main in Artesia. Call Pastor Ronnie Williams at 746-6195. Now, today's Answers with Ken Ham.
Do we have to believe in a young Earth?
This is Ken Ham, contributor to the best-selling apologetic series, The New Answers books. Does belief in the inerrancy of the Bible mean you have to believe in a young earth? Well, many Christians claim they believe the Bible is inerrant, yet they hold to millions of years. They do so inconsistently. You see, belief in a young earth is a consequence of standing on biblical authority. If we truly believe the Bible is God's inerrant word, we must start with God's word and not reinterpret it to fit in man's ideas. And when we start with God's word, it's obvious that the earth and universe are young. Millions of years comes from starting outside the Bible. You won't find long ages anywhere in Genesis.
Learn more about the importance of starting with the Bible when you visit our website at AnswersRadio.com. There's more to learn at AnswersRadio.com.
Hey, we're back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show, and I think it's time to do another Chris Young trivia question. And let's see, can I... I'm just looking for one. I wonder if that would be a good question. We'll try that one here. Okay, we've got a pair of tickets to the Chris Young concert, bull riding concert out at the Eddy County Fair tomorrow night. Here are the tickets right here. I'm holding them up to the screen. You can see that they're real. They actually exist. For those of you listening on the radio, those were the tickets whacking the microphone there. So, we're going to give these away right now with some Chris Young trivia. And all you have to do is be the first person to text the correct answer to this number, 575-365-4174. 575-365-4174. The first one to arrive with the correct answer, you will get a reply back that says you're a winner and ask for your name, and you will win these 2 tickets to the bull riding and the Chris Young concert tomorrow night at the Eddy County Fair. Tickets are on sale now at eddycountyfair.com. Click in the upper right-hand corner where it says Get Tickets. They're $11.40 each. That includes the service fees. There's no plus on top of that. It's all general admission seating. Gates open at 5:30, 6 o'clock. The bull riding is at 6. And then after the bull riding will be the concert around 9-ish tomorrow night out at the Eddy County Fair. Okay, you got the number, 575-365-4174. Here is your question. This is Chris Young trivia. What year did Young reach number 1 on Billboard's Top Country Albums chart? What year did Chris Young reach number 1 on the Billboard Top Country Album chart? I'm looking for that year. It's a 4-digit number. So, if you can text that to 575-365-4174, the first one with the correct answer, you will get a reply. If you don't get a reply, it means you didn't win. If you do get a reply, it's because you had the correct answer and you were the first one in with the correct answer. I'll get your name, and then we'll put this pair of tickets, we'll put a little sticky note with your name on it, and we'll stick it out on the front table for you to pick up here at the studios at 317 West Quay in downtown Artesia. We're just a block west of the library. So let's see. I have an answer coming in. Let's see if it is the correct answer. It is the correct answer. So we did get a correct answer. No, that's the wrong answer. I'm sorry. That's wrong. That's a wrong answer. Wrong year. I'll just reply back and let him know that's the wrong year. It's for his album. Let me read the question again, just so we're not confused. What year did Young reach number 1 on Billboard's Top Country Albums chart? He may have had a number 1 single in the year that was submitted, but we're not looking for that. We're looking for the year that he reached the albums chart. What year did Chris Young reach number 1 on Billboard's Top Country Albums chart? If you know the answer, the year we're looking for, and I'm getting it right here from Chris Young's info. So if my answer is wrong, it's because this website's wrong. I'm going with the answer that's on the website, and that's going to be our final judge. 575-365-4174 is the telephone number to text your answer. We're still not getting a correct answer, so we'll keep hanging out here until we get a correct answer. Let's see. Registration closes today for Artesia Youth Soccer registration. Now, I've been reading over this flyer, and they are pretty adamant that you get signed up, your kids signed up by today. They will not be accepting late registration. So if you've got a kiddo that you want to get in the Artesia Youth Soccer this year, you've got to get them signed up today. Today is the deadline. Don't wait till the last minute. Once the deadline hits, registration will be closed. We won't be able to make any exceptions. If you haven't registered yet, now is the time. Sign up before it's too late. Registration closes July 24th, Thursday, that's today. No late signups will be accepted. This flyer is 87% don't be late. So, help them out. If you've got kiddos you want in the youth soccer and you haven't signed up yet, get them signed up today. After today, they are not accepting any more signups. Bulldog Breakfast is a week from tomorrow. It's on Friday, August 1st at the Artesia Public Schools Administration Building. And if you'd like to attend and make sure that a new Artesia Schools employee is part of this, you can get a hold of the chamber. It's $40. That's for you and the new employee. And they are looking for door prizes and goodies to give to the new employees. I'm not sure how many they're looking for. That would be a Jessica question. In other words, if you want to give something to everyone, you'll need a number, and Jessica can give you that number. If you just want to donate a door prize, they'll have a drawing and give stuff away. You can do that as well. Call Jessica, 575-746-2744. You can drop it off at the chamber, 8 to 5 today or tomorrow. Or if you'd like them to come pick it up, give them a call, 746-2744, and they'll come pick up those gifts for the new school employees. Again, I don't know what the number is, but Jessica knows. And so if you've got something you want to give to a bunch of people, get a hold of Jessica at the chamber and either bring them by or they'll come get them. But they'd like to get those by tomorrow if they could, please. School supply drive by Written in Red. That deadline is tomorrow. Schools in Artesia, Cloudcroft, Hagerman, and Lake Arthur. Donations accepted through tomorrow. And they've got a table and a box. They got a whole bunch of stuff over there at First American Bank in the lobby. That's where they're accepting the donations for this. So if you've got some extra school supplies that you'd like to donate for this drive, bring them by the lobby at First American Bank by tomorrow, if you would please, and help them out. Good cause there. The glow-in-the-dark bingo. This is a new thing. I hadn't heard of this before. Have you heard of this before? The Artesia General Hospital Foundation is going to do glow-in-the-dark bingo Saturday night out at the Country Club. Doors open at 6. The bingo is from 6:30 to 10. reach out to the foundation folks. They've also got a QR code on the poster. I'm not sure if you can see it or if it'll work. I'm holding it up to the camera. But you can buy your tickets in advance and save $5. It's $25 if you buy them today or tomorrow. If you do what everybody else does and, okay, I think we'll go play bingo and buy them at the door, it'll be $30. Children are welcome if accompanied by an adult, so it's glow-in-the-dark bingo Saturday night at the Country Club. Doors open at 6, event starts at 6:30, glow-in-the-dark bingo benefiting the Artesia General Hospital Foundation. And there's a blood drive tomorrow, a couple of them, in Roswell. They're going to be at their Vitalant offices at number 3 Grand Avenue Plaza at 11 o'clock. And then they're going to drive the Bloodmobile down to Carlsbad Main Street. They're going to be at 114 South Halagueno. They're going to be there 9 to noon on Saturday. As always, you can call and make an appointment. It's 575-625-9743. 575-625-9743 if you're going to be in Roswell tomorrow, or if you're going to be down on Main Street in Carlsbad tomorrow. They've got those blood drives coming up. All right, we'll see if we can get a winner on the Chris Young ticket giveaway. We'll let you know on the other side of the news. This is KSVP Artesia, K229AS Artesia. It's 8 o'clock.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Police say it was an ambush. Couple of officers in Lorain, northeast Ohio, fighting for their lives after being shot by a heavily armed gunman.
Acting Police Chief Michael Failing said 2 officers were at an undeveloped industrial park after purchasing a pizza and were set upon.
He had an arsenal of weapons with him. He was laying in wait and opened fire with multiple rounds.
A 3rd officer responding to the call for help was seriously injured.
Suspect was shot on scene and was pronounced deceased.
Officials told reporters that a bomb squad was called in and found explosives in the suspect's vehicle. Audio courtesy WEWS News 5. I'm Jennifer King.
A judge has sentenced Brian Koberger to life in prison, no parole, for the stabbing deaths of 4 University of Idaho students almost 3 years ago. Motive unknown. At sentencing, Koberger said nothing. Columbia University agreeing to pay more than $220 million to the federal government. The Trump administration canceled billions in government funding for the school, accusing it of failing to squelch on-campus anti-Semitism. One veteran observer of the American political scene says that President Trump's second term will likely go down in history.
Political commentator Victor Davis Hanson says President Trump is waging a classic counter-revolution.
It's economic, social, cultural, military, diplomatic.
He says Ronald Reagan tried something like it,
but not this multifaceted fashion.
From taking on big education and the Green Lobby to fixing the border and reinvigorating recruitment to the U.S. Armed Forces, all things the experts said could not be done.
He's doing all of that.
Hansen also says President Trump has undermined race and tribe with class interest, one that stresses a connection between working people from all backgrounds. Bob Agnew reporting.
On Wall Street, the Dow is down 224 points, and the NASDAQ up 63. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hi, it's Mike Gallagher. I've been thinking, why does it feel like losing weight is harder than ever before? With mixed messages, fad diets, the quick fix injections, even magic coffee. I mean, it's overwhelming. Most people are exhausted trying to fight a battle they cannot win. If you feel this way, trust me, you're not alone. I used to feel that way too. But let me tell you, it's not your fault. Your body is working against you, and the longer you wait, the harder it gets. Do what I did. I called PhD Weight Loss and Nutrition 3 years ago. I lost 53 pounds. I feel terrific, and I've kept the weight off. Make the phone call that can change your life the way it has changed mine. They won't let you fail. Call 855-696-2020. That's 855-696-2020 to schedule your consultation. The first 11 callers who mention the word healthy will get 2 free weeks added to their weight loss package. Call now, 855-696-2020. Mention the keyword healthy to get 2 free weeks. Or visit them at myphdweightloss.com, myphdweightloss.com.
Australia has lifted its long-standing ban on imports of American beef.
The ban on beef was one of the Trump administration's main grievances with Australia. The restrictions were mentioned by the White House when it imposed tariffs on Australia in April. The government in Canberra says a rigorous scientific review, not political pressure, is behind its decision to allow U.S. beef imports to resume after more than 20 years. Officials insist they're satisfied the United States is effectively managing biological threats. However, opposition politicians believe Australia is caving into pressure from the U.S. president.
The BBC's Phil Mercer reporting from Sydney. Thailand and Cambodia have exchanged fire along their border in a sharp escalation of their conflict. It killed at least 9 civilians, at least 14 people injured in 3 border provinces. News and analysis, townhall.com. Investigators are trying to identify a mystery illness that sickened some kids at a Massachusetts church a few days ago.
Officials say 8 children at a church near Harvard University, where a French youth choir was holding a concert, suffered seizure-like symptoms and were taken to hospitals. The Cambridge Fire Department responded Tuesday evening at St. Paul's Parish in Harvard Square. Emergency crews were called after one child showed symptoms which quickly spread to others. All 8 were taken to hospitals. Officials confirmed the symptoms were non-life-threatening. Keith Peters, Washington.
Electric vehicle maker Tesla reporting a 12% plunge in sales in the latest quarter. The bottom line took a hit as well. Profits tumbled 16% for the 3 months through June. Quarterly profits fell to $1.17 billion. That was down from $1.4 billion a year ago. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hi, this is Holly from Nels Floral in Artesia, and we are so happy to be the new florist for the KSVIP. If you know someone who is having a special day or event, a birthday, anniversary, or something big is happening in their life, let's make them the KSVIP. On their day, we'll say something on the radio about your special person, and they will receive a beautiful flower from Nels Floral. So call KSVP at 575-746-2751 and nominate your KSVIP.
Hey, welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. Another musical piece that will keep us from monetizing our program. I'm Gene Dow, filling in for Scott Pettis, who fills in for Gene Dow on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And Scott, of course, family and everybody really tied up doing stuff out at the Eddy County Fair. So I did a trade with Scott. I said, I'll do all week this week. I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If he'll cover for me the week of the Eastern New Mexico State Fair, which is starts September 29, I am a member of the Pecos Valley Model Railroad, which has the HO scale train layout at the fairgrounds in Roswell. And that's a big week for us. We're there running trains all week long at the fair. When the fairgrounds are open, we're running trains. And so that's where I'm going to be hanging out all week. I'm taking that week off. Won't be here. And so we did a trade, and that's I think how that's going to work out. Coming up on the show this hour, we're going to chat with our friends from the Artesia Senior Center, see what's happening over there. I know they've got a dance tonight with Finger Foods, and they've got a jam session coming up on Saturday. We'll see if they have anything else. You know, we're getting to the end of the month. We got this week and this weekend, and then next week, July goes through Thursday, and then we're into August. And we're about 2 weeks from the start of school, if you can believe that. School starts in 2 weeks. And it's crazy to think that the summer is almost over. And, of course, we've been doing a lot of stuff trying to get cameras freshened and tripods fixed and software updated so that we're ready to go for the sports season. And the county fairs are a good time for us to get, okay, we had this fixed, we got that ordered, we picked this up, we did that, is it working? And so far so good. I think we've got things doing what they're supposed to do. So it's been a good run to test all this stuff out, make sure it's good to go for the sports season coming up. And we will be live streaming as many football games as we can. I think we've got it worked out to where all the football games for Artesia, Goddard, and Roswell we should be able to stream this year. Sometimes they go out of town where we're not allowed to stream, but I think the schedule looks like we'll be able to stream at all the places we're going to this year. And we're getting our internets all lined up and all that good stuff, because sometimes we'll get someplace and the internet is an issue. And there's one other thing I've got to try to get ordered and get in before the football season so that we're good to go. So yep, it's all that. And then I've got to set up a Zoom call with all of our announcers because the NMAA has a video they want us to watch as announcers representing our media platforms at an NMAA event. There's some things that we're supposed to know and supposed to do or not do or whatever. So I've got to get that set up next week sometime where we all get on the Zoom call and say, okay, JP Murrieta is going to talk to you now for 5 minutes. Watch. And then I can report back to JP and say, yep, all our people watched your video. And all that good stuff. JP's a nice guy. He worked in television sports for a number of years up in Albuquerque, and then he went to work for the NMAA. And he's also, if you've ever seen the movie Independence Day Resurgence, which is the sequel to the original Independence Day, there's a scene in the movie where they're doing a press conference before they go kill all the aliens. And JP is one of the reporters in the press conference, and he gets to ask a question. So it's that guy. So if you've ever seen that scene in that movie, that's JP, and he does a good job. I've had folks trying to answer a trivia question this morning, and I keep getting the wrong answer. And so I'm going to throw it out there again. We're giving away a pair of tickets to see the bull riding and Chris Young tomorrow night at the Eddy County Fair. And I didn't think this would be that difficult of a question, but apparently we've stumped you. And I'm trying to think of a clue that would maybe help you pick the year. The question is, what year did Chris Young reach #1 on the Billboard Top Country Albums chart? So this isn't a single, this is an album, and they have a separate chart for albums, and he hit #1 on Billboard's Top Country Albums chart in what year? And that's the answer we're looking for, is the year. And I'm trying to think of what the if I can give you another clue, Kane Brown. I'm just going to say that. Kane Brown. Maybe that's a clue. I mean, it is a clue, but maybe that'll help you. Kane Brown. I'm just going to throw out the name. Kane Brown. And maybe that'll help you answer the question. What year did Chris Young reach #1 on Billboard's Top Country Albums chart? I'm not asking you for the name of the album. I just need to know the year that it hit the top of the albums chart on Billboard. And my clue is Kane Brown. So throw that out there. See if that helps. All right, Steve-O, what's our, we got a weather forecast brought to you by the Sprocket people.
Weather this hour brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms possible later on today, but rain chances are really low. We should have sunshine most of the day, upper 90s on the afternoon high. Overnight, maybe a few clouds and lows around 70, and then we start heating up a little bit on Friday. We're in the upper 90s and sunny. Looks like about 100 for the afternoon high on Saturday, and sunny, mid-90s and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
All right, Steve-O, we got mostly cloudy skies. 77 is where we are right now. We're going up to 95 today. Jackie, they changed the high forecast for today. They upped it to 95. It'll be sunny and 96 tomorrow, 98 on Saturday, 94 on Sunday. As Steve-O said, we'll be up there around 100 degrees on Saturday here in the Pecos Valley. Our humidity is at 57%. The dew point is 61. Winds are out of the west-northwest at 4, gusting to 8. Pressure 29.94 and on the rise. Our air quality is 41. We have good air quality at this hour. Our high today about 1 degree above the average daily high for this date. We had a high yesterday of 93 and a low of 69. 1 year ago we had a high of 89 and a low of 63. Soil temps between 86 and 101. We did get 1/100th of an inch of precipitation in the period that ended at 7 o'clock this morning. And that increases our total for the year to 7.57 inches of rain. 7.57. Got a new moon, so there's no moon tonight. And the moon you can't see will set at 8:22. The next full moon in 16 days. Sunset at 8:01. Sunrise at 6:06. Cloudy. 79 in Carlsbad, 76 in Roswell, 77 in Hobbs, America. Cloudy skies with all the gun smoke, 71 in Albuquerque, 65 in Santa Fe, 60 in Cloudcroft. We've got another flood watch up at Ruidoso this afternoon, 65 and cloudy there now. 73 in Alamogordo, 74 in Las Cruces, 63 in Gallup. Mostly sunny, 68 in Farmington. Mostly cloudy, 61 at Taos. 53 at Red River, 74 in Clovis. And in West Texas, they've got sunshine, 79 in Lubbock. Mostly cloudy skies, 75 in El Paso City. And again here in Artesia, it is mostly cloudy and 77 degrees. Let's see. Nicasio Lopez has the correct answer. So, Nicasio Lopez, you are the winner. And you have won this pair right here, this pair of tickets to see the bull riding and Chris Young Friday night, tomorrow night at the Eddy County Fair. If you're not Nicasio Lopez and you want to buy your tickets, $11.40. Go to eddycountyfair.com. On the upper right-hand corner, it says Get Tickets. You can buy tickets for tonight's concert, or you can buy tickets for tomorrow night's concert. Here's the answer to the trivia question. 2021 was the answer. The album was called Famous Friends, which featured a title track duet with Kane Brown. So that's when Chris Young reached number 1 on Billboard's Top Country Albums chart. It was the album Famous Friends that hit the top of the charts in 2021, and it featured a duet with Kane Brown. So congratulations, and we'll see what happens there. Let's see. Having a hiccup by Catherine for Mike's show. Something is up on their end. Our beef show still isn't live even though we have internet. We'll have to check and see. We may have a streaming issue with our Boxcast friends, so we'll reach out to them, see what's going on. Okay, let's take a quick break. We'll be back, see what else is going on around the world when we come back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show.
Join Hot New Country 92.9 The Brand and La Pantera 106.1 FM for a special live broadcast this Saturday from 10 to 1 at Roswell Honda. Back to school season is here, and Roswell Honda wants to get you geared up for the back to school giveaway. Join us from 10 to 1 for free hot dogs and ice cold Pepsi, Jolly Jumps, face painting, snow cones, and our friends at Tacos Pita selling their delicious tacos and drinks. Register to win a backpack full of supplies, a basket of school supplies, or a computer, desk, and chair. Drawing at 1 p.m. must be present to win. See you Saturday at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Who doesn't think the dentist is a big deal? I know what you're thinking. What will they find? How much will it hurt? What are my options? Hi, this is Dr. Sarah Usher, and I am here to tell you that here at Carabelli Dental, it is our job to put you at ease. With options like sedation dentistry, you can rest assured that regardless of what dental work you might need, you can get it done while resting comfortably. Call our office now and speak to our knowledgeable staff about setting up your new patient appointment.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental or call 575-622-4455.
Hey Roswell, celebrate freedom. Celebrate huge savings with 0 down payment, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Your friends at Roswell Ford make upgrading to a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle for less super fun, super fast, and super easy. So if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to free you from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Right now, trade and upgrade to a new Ford for less with 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Our aggressive lenders will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Celebrate huge American-made savings and more for your trade during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Get on board at Roswell Ford, because we'll do whatever it takes to make a deal. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from data sales. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
With a deep heritage in oil and gas, Abo Empire is focused on safe and effective energy development in New Mexico. We will continue to make strategic investments in this industry to promote the economic and environmental well-being of our company, our partners, and our communities. We are continuing the Yates tradition. From John Yates Jr., Cynthia Yates Price, and their families, we are your partners in the community and proud supporters of Artesia Bulldog and Lady Bulldog Sports.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center now has their very own website. Visit artesiamuseum.org to stay up to date on events and exhibits. Look through historical photos of Artesia, submit research requests, and more. For information, please call 575-748-7345. Stop by the Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center at 505 West Richardson Avenue or online at artesiamuseum.org. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 4. This ad paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
Dreaming of your perfect home? Ramona and Roger Kilpatrick at RE/MAX Axiom invite you to discover the joy of making that dream come true. As agents deeply rooted in Artesia and the surrounding area, they bring years of combined experience and a true passion for real estate. Whether you're buying or selling, Ramona and Roger's friendly and approachable nature ensures you feel right at home, making every step of the process enjoyable. Visit RE/MAXNMAxiom.com to see the latest listings or stop by their office in Artesia at 402 West Main, Suites D and E. RE/MAX Axiom, where your dream home becomes reality.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at jjhc.org.
All right, we're back here on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. And let's see, we've got 8:22 on the clock. We'll do a news break here at 8:35. We'll be chatting with our folks from the Senior Center at 8:45 this morning. 9 o'clock news, 9:10. We'll be chatting with the folks, the Arts Council people are on vacation this week, so we've got they have designated a guest. So while I'm filling in for Scott, who fills in for me, somebody else will be filling in for Jess at the Ocotillo. We'll chat with Aaron Irving at Oakley & Irving's Wealth Management, see what the markets are doing, have a couple of jokes, and then we'll finish out the show for today. Chaves County Fair, they're having, I'm not sure what the issue is. That's what I've been kind of texting back and forth. For some reason, the internet connection for the heifer show, followed by the steer show at the Eastern New Mexico State Fairgrounds, they were having some kind of issue there. I don't think, well, anyway, we're trying to figure out what the issue is. But they should get that rolling here any minute now. Then this afternoon, they'll have the Wool Lead and the Fashion Extravaganza. That's at 4. And then at 6 o'clock tonight, or after the Wool Lead, whichever is last, they'll have the awards program tonight. That'll be streamed from the Chaves County Fair. So they'll get the thing re-going and get the steer show going. And then they'll have the Wool Lead at 4 and the awards program at 6. That's from the Chaves County Fair. Now, the Eddy County Fair, that's here in Artesia. We've got the broiler show. That should be, yeah, that's underway right now. I just looked at it. So that's going on right now. And you can watch that at ksvptv.com. The breeding poultry and ducks, they judge those in the poultry barn. So those won't be out in the show ring. Those will be in the poultry barn. And so as soon as they finish the broiler judging, the judges will head back there. We won't be taking any cameras back there. 9 o'clock today, the horticulture entries will be taken. They'll be doing that from 9 to noon at the Eddy County Community Center. That's the blue building, if you will. Although over the years, the blue is not so much blue. It's kind of like the building across the street. We used to call that the blue building, and I guess it kind of has a tint of blue. But anyway, that's the Eddy County Community Center. 9:30 this morning will be the breeding heifer show, followed by the market cattle show. Those will be in the livestock barn show ring. So at 9:30, it's the breeding heifer show, and then the market cattle show at 10. Again, we'll be streaming that for you from the Eddy County Fair. The exhibit building and the Eddy County Community Center opens to the public at 10 o'clock today. They're open until 9 o'clock tonight. Be sure and take time sometime today to walk through both buildings. There's nonprofit groups. There's folks doing fundraisers. There's different businesses and organizations that are there. And you can learn about those businesses, maybe take advantage of some special fair offers. And so that's open today, 10 to 9. The flower show entries will be judged at 1 o'clock today. So if you have submitted something for the flower show, which is, you don't have to be an FFA or a 4-H member. That's an open competition. So if you've got something entered in the flower show, that'll be judged at 1 o'clock. Jackie, did you tell me you had something in the flower show? Jackie told me she had something entered in one of the open competitions today. Maybe it's the flower show. We'll see how well that goes. Coming up at 3 o'clock this afternoon is the James Hamilton Breeding Sheep Show, followed by the Market Lamb Show. And again, Jeffrey and his crew will have his cameras rolling and be showing that to you online. There is a carnival. The Wrights Amusements Carnival is back in town. They've got a huge carnival out there. They were getting all set up Monday and Tuesday. Yesterday was their first full day. They'll be out there again today from 5 p.m. until midnight. So that's going on. And there's a concert tonight. And tonight is Hispanic Heritage Night. And the concert will be Secreto and La Reunion Norteña, live in concert. And the concert is at 7 o'clock tonight. I think the gates open up at 6. It's in the open Horse Council Arena. And tickets are on sale right now. You can go to eddycountyfair.com. And the quickest way to get there for your tickets is when you load up that webpage. At the upper right-hand corner is a blue button that says Get Tickets. That's pretty self-explanatory. Where do I get tickets? Well, you hit the button that says Get Tickets. And then when that page opens up, you'll see the tonight's concert and tomorrow night's concert and bull riding up there. General admission seating, $11.40 a ticket. That includes the service fees, so it's not $11.40 plus, it's $11.40. And you can buy your tickets right now for tonight's concert and for tomorrow night's concert. It's Secreto and La Reunion Norteña tonight. Tomorrow night, it's the Smokin' Hot Bull Riding and Chris Young concert. Gosh, what a deal. $11.40 for professional bull riding and a concert with a top country act, Chris Young. That's a really good deal. Let's see. Let's see. What did you enter? Crochet. Okay. You entered the open crochet division. Jackie did, and placed second in one category and first in the other. Well, congratulations. So when you go out to the fair and you look at all the different entries in the different categories, the open entries, if you see the crocheting entries, you'll see Jackie's name with a first place and a second place ribbon. So congratulations to our Jackie for getting that done. Okay. Let's still submit a ticket to Boxcasts. So there we go. The American flag and the blue sea turtle are Jackie's. Okay, well that's good. That's good. We know what to look for. Eddy County Fair. Now the Chaves County Fair tomorrow is their last day. And again, I'm not trying to be confusing for folks. People are saying, I thought the Eastern Fair was in October. This is the Chaves County Fair. This is not the Eastern New Mexico State Fair. The Chaves County Fair is just for the 4-H and FFA kids from Chaves County. And they just have the shows and the livestock sale. So there's no carnival, there's no food trucks, there's no other special events. The trains aren't running. So tonight, as we said, and I think he said they got it up and running. So let me look and see. Could be Eddy County Fair. Yep, there it goes. They've got the Chaves County Fair beef shows up and running. So we got all of our shows going live now. They were having some issues up in Roswell with the morning show and with the beef show. And I'm trying, in my mind, I'm trying to think, because they think it's a problem on the server end, and I'm thinking, well, there's one other thing that we haven't thought about that's different. But no, that doesn't make any sense because it's different at the fairgrounds than it is at the office. Yeah, I guess we'll have to be talking to the Boxcast people. Let's see. Friday at the Chaves County Fair, the one and only event they have on their calendar is their sale, and it's Friday night at 7 o'clock. So 7 p.m. Friday night is the Junior Livestock Sale. Here at the Eddy County Fair, we go through Saturday. So tomorrow, all sale polls and destinations will be finalized in the morning. The exhibit building will be open 10 to 10. 10 to 10. Pecan contest entries will be accepted from noon to 1:30. The 4-H and FFA awards presentation is at 2. The Wool Lead Show, which is the fashion show with the kids and the sheep. That's tomorrow at 4. The carnival will be 4 to midnight tomorrow. The pecan contest auction is at 6 or right after the awards show. The bull riding and concert is tomorrow night. The bull riding at 7, the concert at 9. And then on Saturday at the Eddy County Fair, Fire and Ice. That's the chili cook-off and ice cream contest. This is always fun. The booster shows. You get the little kids out there with the big animals. They're going to do one for swine, lamb, goats, market cattle, and dairy heifer. They're doing that tomorrow, Saturday morning at 8. The exhibit building will be open 10 to 10 on Saturday. There's a cornhole tournament on Saturday at 10. The Jack Roush Anvil Toss is Saturday at 10. The carnival opens at 10 on Saturday, so it'll be open throughout the day until midnight. At noon, they will announce the chili cook-off and ice cream competition winners. And then they'll get the show ring set up for the sale. The buyer's dinner will be in the covered pavilion, which is the Horse Council covered pavilion. And that's at 5:30 on Saturday. 4 o'clock on Saturday. And then at 5:30 Saturday afternoon, the 4-H and FFA Junior Livestock Auction will take place on Saturday evening. And that usually runs till about 9:30 or so, depending on how many animals that they will have to sell. And was it 130 last year? It was quite a bit. So, okay. Well, let's take a break for some news items and the Red Apple Market Report and the weather, so don't go away.
Now for your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. FEMA announcing federal disaster assistance is now available to the state of New Mexico to supplement recovery efforts in areas affected by severe storms, flooding, and landslides from June 23rd and continuing. The president's action makes federal funding available to affected individuals in Lincoln County. Assistance can include grants for temporary housing and home repairs, low-cost loans to cover uninsured property losses, and other programs to help individuals and business owners recover from the effects of the disaster. Individuals who sustained losses in the designated areas should first file claims with their insurance providers and then apply for assistance online at disasterassistance.gov. Beginning August 4th, the outdoor pool at the Roswell Recreation and Aquatic Center will be open only on the weekends. The hours are noon to 5:45 p.m. Until then, the outdoor pool remains open daily during those same hours. The last day that the outdoor pool will be open for this year's summer season will be Labor Day, September 1st. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning. Alphabet reported higher sales and higher profits than expected. Alphabet's a holding company that includes Google, Google Cloud, Google Maps, Google Play, YouTube, advertising, AI services, and its other bets division in health-related services. But Google is losing some search business to AI and losing some advertising to other platforms too. Alphabet fell slightly. Tesla reported a second straight quarter of declining sales. Tesla stock is down about 18% this year, and Tesla's the worst stock among tech's megacaps. IBM, founded more than 100 years ago, beat forecasts and raised them higher. But IBM fell 5%. Their stock is up 28% year to date. Chipotle fell. They say customer traffic was down for the second quarter in a row. Home sales fell in June and prices hit record highs again. Usually, first-time home buyers account for 40% of all home sales. Now, it's 30% or less because mortgage rates and prices are so high. With business, I'm Joe Connolly.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms possible later on today, but rain chances are really low. We should have sunshine most of the day, upper 90s on the afternoon high. Overnight, maybe a few clouds and lows around 70, and then we start heating up a little bit on Friday. We're in the upper 90s and sunny. Looks like about 100 for the afternoon high on Saturday, and sunny, mid-90s and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Hey, it's our Michelle Lujan Grisham theme song. You remember this during the COVID lockdowns? What did she tell you?
Every breath you take.
Every breath you take.
Every move you make.
Every move you make.
Every bond you break. Every step you take. I'll be watching.
She was watching you. If you were trying to wash your car, if you were trying to go to the grocery store, if you were trying to open up your store and you weren't essential, she was watching you. It's amazing how people seem to have forgotten that and reelected her. It's just crazy, crazy politics. Mostly cloudy, 79 here in Artesia, going up to 95 today, 96 tomorrow, 98 on Saturday, 94 on Sunday. Humidity is at 53%. The dew point is 60 degrees. Winds are out of the west-northwest at 4, gusting to 7. Pressure is at 29.94 and on the rise. Our air quality index rating is 41, which means we have good air quality this morning. We have a new moon and a sunset at 8:01, sunrise at 6:06. Official high yesterday was 93, the overnight low 69. Compared to a year ago, 89 was the high, 63 was the low. It's cloudy in the Pecos Valley this morning, 81 in Carlsbad, 78 in Rosberg, 79 in Hobbs, America. Yeah, just kind of crazy stuff with the weather. I don't know what to believe. There's been all these conspiracy theories about weather modification and cloud seeding and all this other kind of stuff. And chemtrails. I mean, you hear all these stories, and you can certainly go down the rabbit hole looking up all this stuff if you get on X or someplace like that. And I don't know what to believe. Who was it? Ryan Hall Y'all. I like to watch Ryan Hall Y'all. He's out of Kentucky, and he was a storm chaser that got his vehicle got messed up and he couldn't go out and storm chase, and so he started a live stream on YouTube, and he'd get other storm chasers to chime in, and now he's become big time on YouTube, and he's got a partnership with an app called WeatherWise, and so it's just been kind of interesting to see him develop his channel. And what he's done, he's got a Y'all bot, which is an automated device that just animated thing that comes up on the screen and tells you things that are going on. And the stupid Y'all bot pokes fun at Ryan Hall. It's kind of funny to see all that. And he put out a video or something here, or something on X a while back. He said the climate change thing with the cloud weather modification and the cloud seeding, he said that's bunk. He said don't believe any of that stuff. The chemtrails, that's a natural phenomenon when airplanes travel through the air with the exhaust and all that kind of stuff. So he is not a believer in the conspiracy theories that we've been doing weather modification And that's why we've got all these crazy thunderstorms. I mean, you had the Lake Tahoe storm that the tech exec died in that. Then there were people claiming that they've been seeding clouds right up until the time the bad thunderstorms went through there in Texas, where they had the flooding that killed over 130 people down there. And other places in the country, and they're saying, "Oh, and we got clouds. We got cloud seeding. It's weather modification. We're messing with the weather." And from my, and maybe you believe some of that. I don't know. My thinking is, if you can believe we can modify the weather with cloud seeding, then you might fall into the trap of believing in man-made climate change. And if you start believing in man-made climate change, then that's going to take you down a whole nother path of thinking that I don't know if that's the best place to go. And I'm probably going to run a risk of getting a content strike on YouTube for saying this. Can we dirty up the planet? Yes. Can we stink up things? Yes. Can we cause climate change? In my opinion, we could set off every nuke that's on the planet. All of us could set off, the United States, Russia, India, Pakistan, whoever else has nukes. England, France, I guess. I don't know. Does Germany have nukes? I don't think they have nukes, or Japan has nukes. Can you imagine those guys having nukes? Anyway, if all the countries that have nukes set off all of their nukes at once, would it affect life on the planet? Absolutely. Would we have things like nuclear winters and all these other kinds of effects? I'm sure we would have. There would be very negative impacts on people living on the planet. No question about it. But would that change the climate? Would it have an impact on things? Yes. Would it have maybe possibly an impact on the weather patterns? Possibly. But can we change the climate with some cloud seeding and some chemtrails? Can we make people sick? Can we dirty up the planet? Can we pollute things badly? Yes. But are we the reason why these storm patterns and things like that are happening? I just don't know that we're if that's in our ability to do. I don't know. I don't know what you think. I'd be kind of curious to know what you think. If we start going down the path of cloud seeding and chemtrails and weather modification, then that leads to the open possibility that, yes, we can cause climate change. And if you go down that path, then you've got to have windmills and solar panels and electric cars and all this other kind of stuff, because you've just admitted that we can do that. If you go with the cloud seeding and the chemtrails are modifying the weather, and I don't want to go down that path. I don't. And again, it's my opinion, but I just don't think that that's the. I just don't think that's the reality of the situation. I think the Earth is complex, the weather is complex, and things affect the weather that are natural, things that affect the weather that are maybe not necessarily natural, but as far as the climate is concerned, I guess, anyway. All right, let's take a break. Our next guests are coming into the studio, so we'll be back right after this.
Roswell Honda is turning up the heat this summer and giving you the chance to win. Simply have your vehicle serviced at Roswell Honda and you'll be entered to win a 65-inch TV. Best of all, every service appointment gets you another chance to win. Roswell Honda will announce the winner live on Facebook on Saturday, July 26th at 12 p.m. sharp. So have your vehicle serviced by the specialists at Roswell Honda and win big. Call 575-573-6130 and schedule your appointment today with Roswell Honda. 2177 West 2nd.
Do you know what the hardest part of dealing with the roofer is? Just trying to get them on the phone. Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing, and I want you to know that you can always trust Trustmark Roofing to answer our phone. Need a free roof inspection? Just call us at 575-755-ROOF and we'll answer with a live person, a real human being. Have a roofing project already going with us and need to discuss it? Just call 575-755-ROOF and we will answer the phone. No answering machine, no voicemails, and no weird robot automated attendant. That's because at Trustmark Roofing, we're all about relationships and treating people right. That's true for customers and vendors and insurance companies and employees. Anyone and everyone who comes in contact with our company. So if you have any roofing needs at all, trust Trustmark to treat you right and to answer the phone. Our number again is 575-755-ROOF or find us online at trustmarkroofpros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
H.F. Sinclair Navajo Refining LLC has submitted an application for a permit revision related to their refinery located in Artesia, New Mexico, to install geodesic domes on 5 external floating roof tanks, incorporate permit conditions revisions associated with the closure of the 2002 United States versus Navajo Refining Company consent decree, and remove outdated monitoring conditions for the sulfur recovery units. The notices for the application have been posted at the H.F. Sinclair Refinery, Artesia City Hall, Artesia Public Library, and the Artesia Post Office. Comments may be directed to the Permit Programs Manager, New Mexico Environment Department, Air Quality Bureau, 525 Camino de los Marcos, Suite 1, Santa Fe, New Mexico, 87505-1816, 505-476-4300, or 800-224-7009.
Inc. Credible in Artesia is open for business, ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. On Main Street across from the Derek Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Inc. Credible.
KCLT is the leader in surface rental equipment and customer service throughout the Permian Basin. With yards in Artesia and Monahans, Texas, you can count on KCLT to work 24/7, 7 days a week. Their professional mechanics are always out in the field and are DORT certified. KCLT is there to make sure your site is ready when you are ready and can certify your man lift and forklift operators on site or in our yards. Save KCLT in your contacts. 575-308-8647. Surface rental equipment all at one place. KCLT, helping you keep America running. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
When was the last time you had some really delicious homemade ice cream? That long, huh? Well, satisfy that craving with Ensemble Tea Treats homemade ice cream, now available at La Fonda Restaurant in downtown Artesia. Ensemble Tea is a local company, so it's good ice cream and you're supporting our community businesses. Come try some homemade Ensemble Tea ice cream today at La Fonda Restaurant in downtown Artesia.
I see your picture. Your name in lights above it. This is your big debut. It's like a dream come true.
Hey, welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. And I'm having a brain fog. I know Carol is here.
Carol and Adriana.
Adriana, okay,
Good
I knew
morning.
that. I was going to say Adriana, but I thought,
It's
well,
been a
why-
minute. I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, usually if I'm here on Thursday, I'm in there.
office.
But I did a trade with Scott, so I'm covering for him this week, and then he's going to cover for me the week of the Eastern New Mexico State Fair.
Oh, nice.
So I can go play with the trains.
And you have to take your son. The
See the
train
trains?
exhibit is awesome.
Yeah.
He'll love it.
Yes, I bet he will. He likes
Trains and
trains.
trucks.
Yes, trains and trucks.
Trains and trucks. Well, we have some trucks on the layout, but they're 1/87th scale.
Oh,
So they're like this
little.
big, yeah. And we even were working on a carnival. So while there'll be a real carnival outside the building, we'll have a little carnival inside on our train layout, 187 scale, and we have several food trucks.
Oh, wow.
187 scale food trucks.
How cool.
Oh, neat. I'll definitely have to check that out.
Her little boy's all boy. If it's
Yes.
a truck, a train,
Yes.
he likes it.
Well, that's great.
Definitely.
Well, we'll make sure and do a good job when you all come by.
All right.
But that was the trade-off. So I'm here today, and let's get into the calendar and see what we still have going on this week. And can't believe we're getting to the end of July already.
Yeah, we're towards the end of the calendar.
And that's, she was like, what am I going to talk
I know, it's like, we're
about?
already at the
I
end
said,
of the
I'll go
month.
with you.
At the end of the month.
I said, I heard Gene this morning. He'll help you out.
That's right. That's right.
We have our basics, during the week up at the top of the calendar. Is your address 302?
317.
317. I was trying to memorize your address, so when I say calendars are available at
317 West Quay.
I just say KSVP Radio. Everybody knows where that's at.
Well, I hope they do.
Yes.
And if you don't know, we're one block west of the library.
There we go. Cool.
Because I think everybody knows where the library is.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm telling my age. See, when I was young, this petition wasn't here. And we would ride around listening to this radio station, and we would like to hear it if we could hear our horn honk when we drove by.
well, there was a microphone right outside the on the front of the building, and it's that microphone right there. Was hanging on the outside of the building, and there was a switch on the console, and you could flip that switch and pipe in the music or the noise from outside. So yeah, if the DJ was here, honk if you want to hear Hank.
And we would drive by and honk.
That's pretty cool.
And then they'd play Hank.
That's true. We
Yeah.
did it.
Hank or Hank Jr.?
Now you'll know how old I am. There we go.
Well, Hank or Hank Jr.?
Both.
Both, okay.
I like them both.
Okay.
Back then it was Hank.
That's right. Just Hank. Hank Williams.
Yeah, Hank Jr.'s more my age than...
He was big in the 70s and 80s, Hank Jr. was. And then if you remember, for many, many years, Monday Night Football, their theme song was All My Rowdy Friends Are Coming Over for Monday Night Football. Then they decided Hank was too old and ugly, and they had Faith Hill for a while. And then I think it's Carrie Underwood. So
we were driving by like in 78, 77, 78.
Yeah. Could have been Hank. Could have been.
So,
Well, let's before we run out of time, let's see. What do you have?
okay, we've got our normal woodworking, exercise, anything that basically they're wanting to do, we'll find a room for.
Okay.
We have been known to play 42 on the patio. We have heaters if you need it out there, and we have fans. So come down, and then what's left for the month is not line dancing, is our dance Thursday night, which will be tonight, and Kay will be there doing Marty Lynn.
Yeah,
Marty Lynn will be doing the music, but she plays the same music as Kay.
Okay.
So it's a playlist, but they change up their playlist according to what the people ask for.
Sure.
So if you ask for this,
If you want to hear Hank,
if you want to hear Hank honk, there you go. And then, of course, Friday is our hand, knee, and foot. And they're still looking for some more people, so maybe we could expand that to 2 tables. We're at that cusp. You can have 2 tables of 3 or 1 table of 6. We need 2 tables of 4. And then we're trying something new Saturday night. Our band retired, and so they're going to have a jam session, is what we were told.
Which band retired?
Dwayne and Jill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. They retired.
Well, it's a lot to drive down here, and that's our only band that didn't request money to be paid.
Wow.
So they're going to do a jam session. I have a feeling it's really going to turn into be like the others, request your song and we'll play it, but whatever works and however much fun they can have, that's what we're striving to do.
So bring your accordion, bring your flute, bring your violin, bring your guitar. Just come out and jam.
I told Michael, if he picks another instrument, it's going to be a harmonica because I'm tired of hauling drums. You better get to practicing, dude.
That's right.
And then, of course, we'll have a dance next Thursday. But what we really wanted to talk about and kind of highlight is remind people that we do our transportation. Okay, you need to be able to purchase your stuff, but you need to be able to carry it because we're having a little bit difficulty with some buying like beds and microwaves and things. We can't haul that stuff into your apartment. So if you're going to purchase it, you need to be able to tote it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we want to talk about next month.
Okay.
Next month is National Senior Citizens Day, and we're hoping to have a big party at the Senior Center. So we're looking for ideas, suggestions, if people want to tell us anything. We've been blessed with the Artesia Classical Academy is going to come and do a program for us and serve the meal. So this meal is going to be our birthday luncheon and honoring National Senior Citizens Day, but the seniors won't have to get up and get their food.
It'll be brought to them.
Like we normally do at the birthday luncheon, you know, they have to get in a line and go do their thing. And it's going to be a come and go. So you better come early, get your spot, hang out, visit with all the vendors, and give us your stories. Seniors have a lot to share. That's a bank full of knowledge that unless you open it up, it doesn't always get shared.
Right. And you don't want to forget it before it's gone.
Right. One thing I learned how to make pie crusts so they don't stick to your rolling pin is the little white thing they put on your arm before they put a cast. You put that on your rolling pin and your crust will never stick. And I learned that from one of our seniors, and it works.
Yeah.
So.
Or sprinkle a little salt on your napkin if it's really humid and your glass is sweating, and your glass won't stick to the napkin or your.
I never heard that one.
I was like saying, learn something
just
new.
a little salt.
Never heard that.
Yeah. Well, I'm a senior.
Yes, learn something new today.
Tell you like I call her my daughter by another mother tells me, you got a brain full of knowing, Gene.
That's right. I love it. I love those phrases. So, because they're so true.
Yes, it is. It just what we want to remind everybody, stay focused. Let us know what you'd like to have and do for National Senior Citizens Day, and we'll try to accomplish it.
That's on Thursday, the 21st of August. Mark your calendars and get ready for it.
There you go. Thank you, Gene.
All right. Thank you, Carol.
Bye-bye.
Adriana.
Thank you.
The target of some serious allegations.
Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard Wednesday released a previously classified House report, her second such disclosure after accusing the intelligence community of a, quote, treasonous conspiracy in its review of foreign influence in the 2016 election.
President Obama directed an intelligence community assessment to be created to further this contrived false narrative.
The report, a 2020 product from the House Intelligence Committee, casts doubt on Russian President Vladimir Putin's interest in the 2016 election and his desire to aid President Trump in the contest. Bernie Bennett, Washington.
Former President Obama's office calls the allegations against Mr. Obama bizarre and ridiculous and a distraction. A recent appeals court ruling opens the door to private contractors overseeing federal illegal immigration detention centers.
Judges issued a 2-to-1 ruling to overturn the New Jersey ban, which means CoreCivic can continue operating the state's Elizabeth Detention Center. CoreCivic is facing a similar battle in Kansas after the company was blocked from housing illegal immigrants in ICE custody. The ruling comes as the Trump administration seeks to crack down on illegal immigration, and some have suggested privatizing federal immigration detentions will help increase the speed of removals. Tasha Stevens reporting.
Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific confirm they're talking about merging. It would create a huge railroad linking the east and the west coasts, but the question is, would federal regulators approve the merger? Shares of United Health Group slipping after the healthcare giant confirmed it is the subject of a Department of Justice investigation. On Wall Street, stocks are currently mixed. The Dow lower, the Nasdaq, the S&P a bit higher. News from townhall.com.
Hi, it's Mike Gallagher. You work hard, you build wisely, your home has become one of your greatest assets. If you're staying put this summer, this might be the perfect time to put that equity to work. Whether it's funding a second home, helping your kids get their start, or simply creating more margin in your financial life, Mike and Brian at Fellowship Home Loans are the only ones I trust to guide you through it. They've done loans for my family. They tailor every loan to fit your goals. Fellowship is a direct lender and operates with your best interest in mind. If you're looking to access your equity through a refi or exploring a HELOC for some cash this summer for a second property, or maybe tackle those updates you've been putting off, start with people you trust. People I trust. Go to fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G. fellowshiphomeloans.com/Mike G. or call 800-510-MIKE, 800-510-6453. Fellowship Home Loans. Mortgage lending by the book.
Nationwide Mortgage Bankers, DBA Fellowship Home Loans, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 819382.
President Trump has a plan for maintaining America's edge in AI. Part of the strategy focuses on curbing political bias in artificial intelligence technology.
President Trump's AI action plan outlines more than 90 policy actions, including sweeping aside regulatory hurdles to build new data centers. The administration is also pledging to eradicate what it calls ideological bias. Mr. Trump saying Americans don't want, in his words, woke Marxist lunacy in AI models. Critics say the plan serves corporate interests, not those of the broader public. The administration says many of the proposals could be implemented over the next year.
The BBC's Lily Jamali. Thailand and Cambodia have exchanged fire on their border in a sharp escalation of a conflict that killed at least 9 civilians, at least 14 people injured in several border provinces. News and analysis at townhall.com. It's been a bumpy ride of late for electric vehicle maker Tesla.
Sales and profits dropped sharply again in the latest quarter for the third quarter in a row. The car company has faced boycotts for months. Revenue dropped 12% and profits slumped 16% as buyers continued to stay away. Quarterly profits at the electric vehicle, battery, and robotics company fell to $1.17 billion. That's down from $1.4 billion. Revenue fell from $25.5 billion to $22.5 billion, but slightly above Wall Street's forecast. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
3 Lorain, Ohio police officers have been shot, ambushed by a heavily armed gunman who later died in an exchange of gunfire with police. 2 of the officers hospitalized in serious condition, while the third said to suffer non-life-threatening injuries. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hi, this is Holly from Nels Floral in Artesia, and we are so happy to be the new florist for the KSVIP. If you know someone who is having a special day or event, a birthday, anniversary, or something big is happening in their life, let's make them the KSVIP. On their day, we'll say something on the radio about your special person, and they will receive a beautiful flower from Nels Floral. So call KSVP at 575-746-2751 and nominate your KSVIP.
Welcome back. Good Morning Artesia radio show. Let's see if I get this straight now. I'm Gene Dow, and I'm filling in for Scott Pettis, who fills in for Gene Dow on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Man, there we go. Get the flip and the flop going today.
Yeah, so it's not trying not to be too confusing, but yeah. And of course his theme song is Sharp Dressed Man.
Of course.
Because he wears a shirt and tie.
Pretty much every day, yeah.
Pretty much every day. I used to wear a shirt and tie.
Yeah.
But today is my physical therapy day, so I'm in my physical therapy.
There you go. You're in your workout outfit.
I'm in my workout outfit, and But we did a trade because Scott and his family are really helping out. His folks are helping out at the fair this week.
Yeah, I saw him last night.
Yeah.
At the Faith and Family.
How was that concert?
It was very good. It was very good. We had Rhett Walker. He was the opening act, and it was good to see him. And he's a little country Christian, and he was very good. And then we had Unspoken. That was the main attraction, and it was good. Families out there enjoying it, kids running around, and it was a good night.
Good. Hopefully it was well attended.
Yeah, it was pretty good, well attended, and everybody there had a good time. So,
well, Scott was giving me a hard time last week because I told him I had some Chris Young tickets to give away that we were going to give away on the radio, and he said, "Well, do you want some Faith and Family Night tickets to give away?" And I said, "Well, sure." And then it hit me. It's like, wait a minute, that's free.
That's free. I can give you all the tickets you want.
Exactly. And he was very generous with those.
He
free
was.
tickets.
He was giving them out there. So a big shout out to First Church and First Baptist and Harvest for helping put that stuff together. Artesia Classical Academy got to support it, and so it was a good thing.
Well, speaking of substitutions, normally at this time slot we have the Ocotillo with us, and every so often they have guests that fill in for them. For example, I think it was 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, Scott got to interview Michael Martin Murphy.
Oh, okay.
Who was filling in for Jess.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big...
It's big shoes to fill.
Big name to fill in, and Scott was just blown away because that was one of the artists that he grew up listening to was Michael Martin Murphy, and I said, "Hey, you get to interview Michael Martin Murphy," and he's like, "All right."
Oh man, that was like a dream come true for him.
He was pretty excited, and then I think he got some tickets and was able to go to the concert. At least I hope he got a chance to.
I hope so.
And so Jess is on vacation, and Destiny called and said that Mark Richards is going to be filling in for Jess. So it's the day of guests.
There you go. It is the day of guests.
So you're the headmaster at Artesia Classical Academy.
Yes.
When did that happen?
Well, this is actually my first month. So officially just started. But I was hired back in March to help kind of transition into this next year. And so I'm excited to be at Artesia Classical Academy and actually we lived in Artesia for 8 years, recently moved to Roswell, and so kind of back in the community serving students and families. So excited about the opportunity.
And that's not the only change at Artesia Classical Academy.
No, we've had a
place too.
We've had a number of changes, and so last year was a tough year with the school, and there was a lot going on, and through that year we've learned a lot and have made some changes. We are in a new place this year. We are at Westside Church of Christ, and so big shout out and thank you to them for allowing us to move into that building. And Hermosa played a pivotal role in the starting of the school, but as the school was growing, we needed more space, and we needed a place that we could kind of make our own. And so we're fortunate to use the Westside building. Teachers will have their own classrooms, and we'll have an indoor gym and a lot of that kind of stuff that we can make it feel more like a school and more like a home. And so we're very fortunate to be there and excited about the growth and possibility for our students in our school there.
Okay. What age kids attend, or what are the class levels
So
now?
this year we're serving kinder through 6th grade.
Okay.
We're a classical academy, a classical Christian academy, and within classical education, that's our grammar school. And in our grammar school, we're focusing on learning knowledge, as much knowledge as we can, and facts and terms, and within science and history and reading and math and music and art and STEM, PE, the Bible, all that, learning as much knowledge as we can at that grammar stage. And so we'll be serving kindergarten through 6th grade this school year. So.
And you got all your teachers lined up?
All teachers are lined up. We've had some trainings over the summer, and we'll continue to do that as we go through the school year. And some of the lessons that we've learned with the new building is for our staff, is training our staff to be as talented and as good of teachers as we can. And so one of our focuses this year really is our staff development. We talk about all the time, we're as strong as our weakest teacher. And so our staff is really excited about the opportunity to learn and grow together for the benefit of our students and our families and ultimately our community. And so we're looking forward to that challenge this year. One of the other big changes is we are now a Hillsdale curriculum school.
Oh.
And so we've partnered with Hillsdale.
Is this Hillsdale College?
This is Hillsdale's
Okay.
college. And so we partner with Hillsdale College has a K through 12 program. It's two different parts. One, there's a Hillsdale school where they help you from inception and help you build the school and put in that infrastructure. And then the other way you can partner with them is the curriculum side, where they allow you to use their curriculum and their scope and sequences and their resources there. And so we're excited about that opportunity there to partner with them and to use their curriculum to help improve the instruction and the learning in the classroom. And so that's something we're going to be integrating over the year because we just got that partnership just started. And so we're excited to be able to partner with them, and they will provide training with our staff, and it'll be a really, really good opportunity for us to improve not only the curriculum but our instruction in the classroom.
Wow. So does that track with the Classical Academy philosophy?
Yes.
The Hillsdale
yes, and
curriculum?
it does follow along with the classical philosophy. And so Hillsdale is a classical school, even at the college level. And so they're just bringing their expertise and bringing it down to the K through 12 and their model. And so so it does track with the classical model. And so, which we're really, really excited about. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
People may or may not have heard of the classical training side, but I think a lot of people, especially in this audience,
right,
will have heard of Hillsdale.
Yes.
And be very familiar with that institution. And,
Yeah.
and so that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, and so it is very exciting for us to be able to partner with them and just learn and grow from them because they've been doing it for a very long time and have had a lot of success. And so it'll be it's a really good opportunity for us in our school.
Now, do your teachers teach multiple class levels, or you have a kindergarten teacher and you have a first grade teacher? How are you structuring that?
So for this year, it's all based on our enrollment. And for this year, we'll have combined classes. We have a kindergarten class, but then we'll have first and second combined, third and fourth combined, fifth and sixth combined this year. And so the good thing for our classes is they are small. So our kids get individualized attention. And so, if a kid is struggling, it's easier to help them in a smaller classroom. And so but even within that, we'll do a lot of things together within our fine arts. Before the senior center was talking about, we're going to go serve. And so that's part of one of our tenets with the school is growing in faith and virtue and wisdom and in leadership. And leadership is serving. And so we're going to find opportunities to serve in the community, like we will be doing at the senior center on Senior Day. And so looking forward to that for our kids to learn to serve and learn to be interact within our community and to serve those. All of us can serve at some point, and all of us need to be served at different points. And so our kids learning to have those opportunities and learning how to do that is an important part of their growth and in virtue and in wisdom and just being really God-honoring kids. And so excited to have those opportunities. But, classical education, really for us, it's a Christian classical education. So we're talking about a biblical worldview, and all subjects point to God and all subjects point to each other. Subjects don't stand on their own. They're in together, and really they all point to God and God's creation. The other thing, a tenet of classical education is critical thinking and reasoning. As they get older, they take their knowledge and they start learning logic and how do I reason and how do we debate, how do we bring ideas to the table. But understanding, and we can have all the knowledge that we can have, but if wisdom is knowing when to use it at the right time. And so developing that aspects of it. But going back to great books, books that have historically had great impacts in our society, cultivating virtue, and then the liberal arts. And that all kind of rounds out what a classical education is about. And so we're excited to be able to bring that to Artesia and to the families here.
The critical thinking and reasoning is really important because it seems like maybe it's been that way always, but it just seems like there's a certain percentage of the youth population today that doesn't seem to critically think about issues. They respond to issues based on social media or peer pressure, as opposed to here's the issue, coming up with the information behind the issue and then reasonably coming to a conclusion as to whether they're for or against or in this direction or that direction. So that's got to be an important part of the training, I would think.
It's a huge part. At the end of the day, not only are youth coming up, but if you see it around the world, we struggle with critical thinking. We used to be great leaders used to be developed. And that doesn't just come because you have knowledge or you have skills. Like, you have to be able to put those together and critically analyze a situation and pick the right decision and pick the right road for not only yourself or your family, but our country and our world to go with. And that's a lost art within education. Unfortunately, a lot of education is about learning skills, and the knowledge is not being put there. Deep learning is not there. And so all those are critical parts of critical thinking. And you've got to have that understanding and be able to have a tough conversation and not allow our emotions to overtake. Or, like you said, social media. And unfortunately...
Or peer pressure. I mean, we used to call it peer pressure back in the day, but now it's social media.
Social media, but, our phones and technology, there's a lot of benefits to it. But our society's come to reliance on it in a lot of ways. And unfortunately, what's happened is, instead of us critically analyzing that situation and learning and making the best decision from there, we just use an app. AI is one that will take all that out of it for us, and we just do whatever it says. And so, unfortunately, that is a lost art. Problem solving and being able to
That's another one. Yeah, problem solving is another one. In other words, if you were able to critical think and analyze a situation, you would not go to a concert with the head of HR who's not your wife. You just would not do that. That's wrong. And
yes, on so many levels.
On so many levels. It's not anybody else's fault. It's your fault because you didn't think through the situation.
Well, I think your critical thinking goes even further to that. That you have made a covenant with your wife and your kids, and instead of selling out on that covenant for pleasure of that moment and time, I think critical thinking even went well before that time. You just finally got caught because your critical thinking was exhausted.
Well exhausted on that, and now you're being made fun of on so many levels.
Yeah. Yes, you're the leading meme of the year.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the one with the Philly fanatic, that was one of the best ones. Anyway, being a private school, I'm assuming there's a tuition. So
there is. There is a tuition. It's $6,500 for the year. But we have scholarships and fortunately through some partnerships with some foundations and some donors, there are scholarships available to help with the costs. And we understand that aspect of it, but it also takes money to run a school. And so, we're fortunate to have people who support the school in that manner where we can help serve more students. And stuff. So
when do your classes start?
So we start August 7th. Our calendar is pretty close to Artesia Public Schools. And so there's a couple days that, one in the spring and one in the fall, that we go to school and APS doesn't. But our calendar is pretty similar to there. But we'll start on August 7th and get rolling. And excited to get kids on campus and get the learning rolling and stuff.
What's the? I'm sure you've got some big plans for down the road. What are some of the future growth plans that the school you'd like to see the school achieve in the next few years?
Well, this year is really about laying back the foundation, firming up our foundation, and as we do that, enrollment will increase naturally, and so as enrollment increases, then we'll look at, do we add a 7th grade, potentially going up as we figure out what the best way to serve our community is. And then at some point, it's to build our own building. Like Hermosa's been great since the beginning. The move to Westside's been fantastic. But at some point, a home that is our own, and we'll have that opportunity as we grow. And we want to make sure that we're growing in a healthy manner, so that the instruction and the important parts of what we're doing isn't jeopardized just for growth and stuff. And so that's kind of as we go. We don't really have a timeline. Hey, we want to be in the building at this point, just because we want to see how it's going to grow, and be able to do that in a healthy manner. And so, but at some point to have our own school building, I think will be tremendous for our students and our families and the community.
That's great. What where do people go? Do you have like a website, or how do they find out more?
So our website is artesiaclassicalacademy.org.
I'm writing that down.
You're all good. It's a big, long one to write. I have to write it every time I put my email into something. But artesiaclassicalacademy.org. They can go there and find information on the school, information on what tuition looks like. We're in the process of redoing our website, and so there's a lot more information that'll be on there in the next week or so.
How does a private school handle things like the vaccine list and some of the other issues that parents are enrolling kids into school? What do you have to follow as far as what the state regulations
we still
are?
From a
I'm just kind of curious.
No, you're good. You're good. I wasn't quite ready for this question, but
that's okay.
It's all good.
I wasn't ready to ask it.
No, it just came up. There's medical advices that we do, and at that point, part of it is being a private school. Parents want to be able to have choice, and that's really, as you're looking at education across the country. Texas just passed a voucher system. Colorado has one, Florida has one, other places have one where their tax dollars can follow them, where parents have choices on where they want to go. Trump recently has passed an ECCA bill as far as where parents can get a tax credit for paying to go to private school if that's something that they choose to do. And so, one of the things now, as you're seeing within education, is an opportunity for parents to have more of a choice. Now, our community is very, very fortunate. Artesia Public School is a great school district. I worked there for a little over 7 years at Park Junior High, and taught special education and coached basketball, and our public school system here is a really good public school system. And so Artesia Classical Academy is not trying to compete with APS. We're just providing families an alternative for those who want it. And so with some of the movement from a national education level, parents want to have choice. And that's what we're just providing. A lot of people wouldn't realize there's a humongous homeschool community within Artesia. It's not really talked about, but a lot of people want to educate that way. We've homeschooled all the way through. We've done it classically for the last 9 years with a group called Classical Conversation, and my wife now runs Claritas Pecos Valley in Roswell, which is a homeschool classical co-op. And so classical education is something we've done for a long time. And so really it's about providing families a choice on how they want to educate.
Well, I'm sure there are some requirements that public schools have to do because of state regulations. But you also, as Academy, have certain standards that have to be met.
Yes.
But then that also gives you some flexibility on some of the other requirements that may be a part of the other.
Correct. Like within our education, we can choose. Like we don't have to teach CRT. Critical race theory. Public schools, the tough part with public schools is what the Department of Education says we have to do, you have to do. I've worked in public education for 18 years. The last 3 years in administration as a principal and as a SPED director. And so, the Department of Education pushes down stuff that we have to do within trainings and how we have to handle situations. And so in a private school, we get to pick how we want to do that. And for us, it's everything points back to God and what Scripture says. And so we're in a public school. Now, we're fortunate here, APS, in the community. We can talk about God and those different things. But from a public school setting, really, that's not a part of it. And so with the private school, we're able to, I'm fortunate to be able to do that.
Yeah. ArtesiaClassicalAcademy.org is the address. Enrollment soon.
Enrollment's open right now. We enrolled a kid yesterday, and so anybody who's interested, they can go to the website. My contact stuff's there, or you can reach out to me through email. mwilliams@artesiaclassicalacademy.org. And like I said, it's a big, long email. There, our contact number is on our site. And we're just excited about the opportunity to serve students and families within the community, with the classical Christian education.
Excellent. Mark, thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I haven't been here in a long time.
Yeah.
And so it was good. Last time I was here was with the basketball team.
That's right. That's right. Well, we're getting ready to make a few changes.
Okay.
Not anything drastic.
Right.
But we're getting closer and closer to, finally replacing the flooring that was from 1968.
Yes.
And getting a new counter in here that will better accommodate 4 guests instead of 3 and all that good stuff. So maybe the next time you come in.
Next time I'll bring some students and let them tell you about how they're enjoying the school.
Sounds great. All right, we're going to take a break, and then Aaron Irving will join us, and we'll see what's on his mind next.
Hey, Roswell, celebrate freedom. Celebrate huge savings with 0 down payment, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Your friends at Roswell Ford make upgrading to a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle for less super fun, super fast, and super easy. So if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to free you from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Right now, trade and upgrade to a new Ford for less with 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. Our aggressive lenders will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Celebrate huge American-made savings and more for your trade during the 000 sales event at Roswell Ford. Get on board at Roswell Ford, because we'll do whatever it takes to make a deal. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from data sales. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
NMDOT presents.
Are you serious?
I'm Jules.
And I'm Nico. Today we're looking at the top 3 most dangerous things you can do while driving. Number 3 is shaving your cat. Number 2, juggling buttered Slinkies.
Is that butter?
And the number 1 most dangerous thing you can do while driving is being drunk.
We know that summer is party time, but you don't want it to be jail time.
So how about we designate a driver instead?
Yeah, shout out to the DD.
Hey, New Mexico, help us end DWI. This message brought to you by NMDOT.
Peace of mind means knowing you're in good hands. For over 20 years, Air Method's Native Air Emergency Air Medical Program has proudly served the people of New Mexico. And now we're expanding to Eddy County with a new base at Artesia General Hospital. We deliver the most highly rated emergency air medical care in the industry, with expertly trained crews ready to respond when every second counts. Worried about the cost? A 2024 independent study found that patients treated by Air Methods typically experience 24% lower post-event inpatient healthcare costs. And thanks to the No Surprises Act, patients with private insurance are protected from unexpected out-of-network air ambulance bills. You'll only pay your in-network copay, coinsurance, or deductible. Learn more at airmethods.com. That's airmethods.com. Copays, coinsurance, and deductibles are set by insurance providers, not Air Methods. Terms and costs may vary. Contact your insurer for details.
Family owned and operated for 4 generations. Forest Tire is here to service all your tire needs day and night. With your busy travel schedule, what you need is a tire that can keep up. Like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire with an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect. You can lose track of time and focus on what really matters. For all your tire needs, brakes and alignments too, Forest Tire Company is a friend you can always count on. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center now has their very own website. Visit artesiamuseum.org to stay up to date on events and exhibits. Look through historical photos of Artesia, submit research requests, and more. For information, please call 575-748-7345. Stop by the Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center at 505 West Richardson Avenue or online at artesiamuseum.org. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 4. This ad paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax. Attention sports fans! Come explore Carlsbad Ford's huge inventory. From sleek sedans to rugged trucks, Carlsbad Ford has a huge variety of vehicles to fit your lifestyle. The best cars, the best trucks. Come find out why Carlsbad Ford is the best in southeastern New Mexico. Oh, yeah! At Carlsbad Ford Lincoln, their team is dedicated to helping you find the perfect vehicle with the best offers available. Carlsbad Ford, 2802 West Pierce, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Hey, we're back.
I'm well. How about you?
LPL Financial Services, Oakley and Irving Wealth Management. I just want you to know, as part of my speech therapy, LPL Financial Services is a good thing for me to practice saying.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So I it's one of those things I say from time to time. How you doing?
I'm well. How about you?
Good. Chickens went long. I'm just looking at some of the texts from our guys at the fair, and if you ever get a text message, chickens went long, without context, you're going to be in trouble.
Watching chicken football or what?
I saw something today that I chuckled at. Trying to see if I saved it. I've been married 30 years. When we got married, we agreed that as the husband, I would make all the big decisions and my wife would make all the small decisions. It's worked out great. I'm just surprised there have never been any big decisions. I thought that was funny.
That was good.
That one was good. Did I save the other one? No, I did that one there. What did he do? Okay, very good. Here's a dog. Looks a little sad. I thought my babysitter's brand new sunglasses were a tasty treat. Dogs. You know, there are days when I wish we had gotten another dog, and then there are days that I'm like, I'm so glad we don't have another dog.
Right.
So I think we were good dog parents. I just don't know. What do you have for us today?
Well, I think you'll like this one.
Okay.
Since the Industrial Revolution, steel has been a commodity traded on the international market. If you want to buy some steel, you go to a broker and he cuts you a deal and get however many tons of steel you want without necessarily ever making contact with the foundry. Before the Industrial Revolution, things were on a much smaller scale. If you wanted to buy steel, you had to go find someone who would literally melt the stuff out of rocks and negotiate directly with him. The rule was simple. Whoever smelted, dealt it.
I should have seen that one coming. Unfortunately, I didn't. I am so sorry. Whoever smelt it, dealt it back in the day. Yeah, those are good times.
Yes, yes. What do you call a store where you negotiate for off-the-book shrimp transactions?
Off-the-book shrimp transactions?
Yes.
Short store?
A prawn shop.
Okay.
My last one for you today is, what happened when two vampires had a race?
What happened when two vampires had a race? They crossed their bloodlines.
They finished neck and neck.
They finished. Once you say the punchline, I'm like, duh. Those are pretty good. I guess I'm going to have to get out the old dad joke book.
Yeah, I think so. You have to start turning some pages there. So.
Yeah, did you hear about the two podiatrists who opened their offices on the same street?
I did not.
They were arch enemies. I think I want to quit my job.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd rather clean mirrors for a living. You know, it's something. Yeah, it's something I can see myself doing. You know. Why did the cowboy ride his horse?
Was he got tired of walking?
His horse was too heavy to carry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I watched a funny movie last night. I chuckled through most of it. It was a movie called Earthquake.
Earthquake? I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it came out in the 70s. It starred Charlton Heston.
Okay.
And Eve Arden. And Lorne Green.
Okay, yeah.
Jean-Pierre Bujold.
Don't know that one.
Richard Roundtree.
Know that name.
George Kennedy.
Don't know him.
And in a uncredited appearance, Walter Matthau as the drunk.
Wow. Like one of his early things, huh?
Yeah, yeah. And so Walter Matthau sat at the bar as the drunk, and all through the earthquake, he just sat there with his drink spilling and saying, "Hey, can I get a drink around here?" And the last time you see him is when they're all in the basement of the building getting medical attention. He's doing drunk dancing. And then he falls. And so needless to say, I'm thinking he agreed to be in the movie, and then after he saw what he did, he said, "Give me my money, but don't put my name on it."
Right.
I did not appear in this movie. And what's funny is Charlton Heston and Eve Arden were 1 year. They're 1 year apart in age.
Okay.
So you could see them as a married couple. But her father was played by Lorne Green from Bonanza.
Right, right.
Well, he was only 10 years older than Charlton Heston and Eve Arden, but he was playing her father and his father-in-law, and they were somewhat close to each other in age.
Yeah, I was thinking of that year, they would have been not that far off.
That's right. That's right. But the big deal on the movie is it was introduced with a new thing called surround sound or Sensorround, And basically, you went to the movie theater, and when the earthquake was happening, they cranked up the bass on the sound system. So much so that you could feel the earthquake while you were sitting in your seat watching the movie.
They got a little bit different styles now.
Yeah. But it was some pretty cheesy special effects, and of course, all of Los Angeles completely is destroyed in the earthquake. And at the end of the movie, when they're all, when the camera's pulling away from where the final scene takes place and everything, there's a helicopter sitting there. And I watched the movie. I do not remember at any point in the movie the helicopter arriving at this location. So why is there a helicopter there? I'm assuming it was in a scene that was cut from the movie.
Yeah.
But the continuity people weren't listened to when they said, hey, the helicopter's in this scene. What are we going to do about that?
They're like, we spent way too much money for that shot. We're not going to redo it.
We're not going to redo it. That's right. But the car that Charlton Heston drove was pretty cool. It was a K10 Blazer, and it had the part over the driver and passenger was open.
Okay.
And then the back of it there, and there was this red stripe that went back and across the rear cover and down along the side of it. I thought that's a really cool car. And he said it, and at one point George Kennedy tries to steal it, and he can't figure out how to drive it because it has a custom transmission with 8 forward gears and 3 reverse gears. I mean, they say this in the movie, and of course he gives up and lets Charlton drive. And Ava Gardner. Okay, I'm sorry, Lana. I said Eve Arden. It's Ava Gardner.
Oh, okay.
Ava Gardner was Charlton Heston's wife in the movie, and they were 1 year apart in age in real life, but only 10 years younger than her dad, played by Lauren Green. But yeah, I saw that K10 Blazer, and I thought, man, if I had one of those today, that'd be a pretty awesome collector's item.
Yeah, very cool.
So, anyway, that's my boring story for the day.
I guess tomorrow you've got the Sydney kids, right?
Yes, we sure do. Let me look on the schedule and see. I know they're there because I put it there. Early college choir Australia trip, is that correct?
That sounds correct.
9:45.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll have to not be too talkative on tomorrow.
Hey,
so.
I caused the delay today, so that was my fault. But I'll behave tomorrow. All right, let's see what the markets are doing, Aaron.
All right. This is Aaron Irving with LPL Financial, member of FINRA and the SIPC, bringing you your mid-morning stock market report for Thursday, July 24th. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ composites ticked higher today after Alphabet's latest quarterly results came in better than expected. The broad market index traded 0.3% higher along with the tech-heavy NASDAQ. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 0.3%, bogged down by shares of IBM, which dropped 8% after its second quarter software revenue missed expectations. Both the S&P 500 and NASDAQ composites scored new intraday all-time highs earlier today, bolstered by a 1.5% move higher in Alphabet shares after the Google parent posted second quarter earnings and revenue beats. Along with IBM, gains were kept in check by declines in Tesla, which dropped 8% after auto revenue fell for a second straight quarter. Investors also turned their attention to the ongoing feud between President Trump and the Federal Reserve Chair. The White House said President Trump will be visiting the Fed today, escalating his pressure campaign against Chairman Jerome Powell. This is the first time in nearly 2 decades that an American president will make an official trip to the central bank. The market is coming off a strong performance yesterday, fueled by progress on trade talks, as the S&P 500 hit its 12th record close of the year, and the NASDAQ composite settled above 21,000 for the first time ever. Stocks were also helped by a Financial Times report that the U.S. was inching closer to a trade deal with the European Union. Bloomberg confirmed the progress, citing diplomats briefed on the talks. This trade deal would raise tariffs to 15% on imports from the EU. Currently, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is 165 points lower at 44,844. The S&P 500 is up 16 points at 6,375. And the NASDAQ Composite is 57 points higher at 21,077. West Texas Intermediate crude is up 91 cents a barrel to $66.16. Stocks of local interest, HF Sinclair is down $1.12 a share to $44.62. Walmart is 90 cents higher at $96.59 a share. Duke Energy is up 41 cents a share to $119.92. And ConocoPhillips is 48 cents higher at $95.52 a share. This is Aaron Irving with Oakland Irving Wealth Management, serving business owners and energy industry professionals in the Pecos Valley and beyond. You can find us at oiwealth.com or at our offices in Artesia and Carlsbad. You can call us at 575-887-7075. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA, and the SIPC.
Boy, the news never stops, Aaron.
Oh, yeah?
Hulk Hogan died.
No!
Yeah, it's up here on Kevin Sorbo posted this on X 2 minutes ago. Hulk Hogan has died 71 years old.
Wow, so we lost Willis, we lost Ozzy, and we lost Hulk Hogan. There's the three.
Yeah, I thought maybe Felix Baumgartner was the first of the three, but that was last week.
Oh, okay.
You remember him?
No.
He's the one that jumped out of the hot air balloon and landed in Roswell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did he die of natural causes, or did he do something crazy again?
He was paragliding in Italy and had an accident.
Oh.
And so it was not from natural causes. And for all of you railroad buffs out there, this story just came out. Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific both confirmed that they are engaged in advanced discussions regarding a potential business combination.
Business combination.
Which could mean any number of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, that just broke. Hulk Hogan apparently has passed away. I'm going to have to look for confirmation because that's...
Yeah, we need confirmation on that.
Yeah, brother. We got to know. So, we have a Hulk Hogan copier up in the Roswell office.
You got what?
A Hulk Hogan copier in the Roswell office. The brand name is Brother, and then Sean put the mustache and the bandana on it.
That's good.
Yeah, that's what I said. So, all right, Aaron, you have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, you too.
Aaron will have the closing markets for us this afternoon at 4:30. All right, let's take a break for the news.
Now for your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. FEMA announcing federal disaster assistance is now available to the state of New Mexico to supplement recovery efforts in areas affected by severe storms, flooding, and landslides from June 23rd and continuing. The president's action makes federal funding available to affected individuals in Lincoln County. Assistance can include grants for temporary housing and home repairs, low-cost loans to cover uninsured property losses, and other programs to help individuals and business owners recover from the effects of the disaster. Individuals who sustained losses in the designated areas should first file claims with their insurance providers and then apply for assistance online at disasterassistance.gov. Beginning August 4th, the outdoor pool at the Roswell Recreation and Aquatic Center will be open only on the weekends. The hours are noon to 5:45 p.m. Until then, the outdoor pool remains open daily during those same hours. The last day that the outdoor pool will be open for this year's summer season will be Labor Day, September 1st. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
All of these people that have been involved in what was the polluting and altering and disassembling of this intelligence, they're going to have a hard time getting out of it because it seems to me, my analysis, and I want to see all the information before I come to my final conclusion, is that they purposefully dismantled this information that was put together by the intelligence community, ordering a reassessment because it didn't have the conclusion that they wanted. The fact that this declassification is saying it came directly from Barack Obama, yeah, that would warrant him going before Congress and maybe a prosecutor and answering serious questions.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. You know, I've been buying precious metals. Somebody gave me great advice. I'm so grateful every day that I did, and I've been doing it for decades. Every paycheck I get, no matter what, I put aside a portion of money to diversify into precious metals. Now, especially during uncertain times. Remember the 2008 financial crisis. Who do I choose to make my gold and silver purchases with? What company do I now use? Who do I trust? Well, I've been partnering with a great company for 3 years. I am a customer. The company's called Gold Co. Gold Co. will send you right now a free 2025 gold and silver kit to learn more about diversifying with precious metals. Now, this kit from Gold Co. has been a huge help to me. I think you'll learn a valuable lesson. You'll also learn about their unlimited bonus silver offer. You're not going to want to miss out. All you have to do is call, no obligation, 855-815-GOLD, or just go to HannityGold.com. That's 855-815-GOLD. Or go to the website, HannityGold.com.
Weather this hour is brought to you by Bob Reed Pest Control. Protect your home from pests that invade. Find them online at BobReedPestControl.com or call today, 575-623-5344. Serving all of southeast New Mexico.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A few showers or thunderstorms possible later on today, but rain chances are really low. We should have sunshine most of the day, upper 90s on the afternoon high. Overnight, maybe a few clouds and lows around 70, and then we start heating up a little bit on Friday. We're in the upper 90s and sunny. Looks like about 100 for the afternoon high on Saturday, and sunny, mid-90s and sunny on Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
All right, going to wrap things up for the day here in just a minute. As we learned talking with Aaron in the last segment, tomorrow we've got Artesia Clean and Beautiful, and we've got the early college choir students who went to Sydney, Australia to perform at the Sydney Opera House, and that'll be in the 9 o'clock hour. We'll also give away another pair of tickets to see Chris Young and the Smoking Hot Bull Riding, which is tomorrow night. And if you won your tickets from us, be sure and come by the radio station here, pick up your tickets. We'll be here for a bit this morning, and we'll be here all day tomorrow for you to pick those up. Final thoughts right after this.
Join Hot New Country 92.9 The Brand and La Pantera 106.1 FM for a special live broadcast this Saturday from 10 to 1 at Roswell Honda. Back to school season is here, and Roswell Honda wants to get you geared up for the back to school giveaway. Join us from 10 to 1 for free hot dogs and ice cold Pepsi, Jolly Jumps, face painting, snow cones, and our friends at Tacos Pita selling their delicious tacos and drinks. Register to win a backpack full of supplies, a basket of school supplies, or a computer, desk, and chair. Drawing at 1 p.m. must be present to win. See you Saturday at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
When was the last time a bank asked you if you'd like to keep more of your money? At Artesia Credit Union, you pay yourself by avoiding big bank fees and all the corporate investors that go along with them. Let Artesia Credit Union help you achieve financial happiness. From home and auto loans to a working line of credit or sending your kids to college, membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Stop by the branch on 5th Street or log on to artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
If you're looking for the best deal on your next vehicle, look no further. The Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center. With a huge selection of vehicles to choose from, nearly every make and model, you're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs and budget. Whether you're in the market for a large truck, a high-end luxury vehicle, or an affordable car for first-time buyers, the Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center has something for everyone. The #1 used car super center in Southeast New Mexico, 2 years in a row. Roswell Hyundai, the fun place to buy a car. 1909 West 2nd.
There is a concept in auto racing called drafting, where one car follows another closely and is pulled along more rapidly because the second car doesn't have to part the wind. You know, when you think about that, we as Christians do the same thing. We really can get close enough to someone, and maybe their momentum can spur us along to bigger and better things. I think of Andrew. Andrew met Jesus and automatically thought of his brother Peter. Or maybe you could think of Barnabas, who thought of Paul. And you could think of Paul and use Timothy and Titus and Silas and others. But how about us? Are we bringing people along? Are we allowing them to draft in our momentum? In 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 10, it says, just as each one has received a gift, use it to serve others as good stewards of the varied grace of God. Are you using your gifts to help others know who Jesus is? Are you allowing them to draft behind you to get better momentum? If you're struggling, please come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ.
Temperatures are rising, but prices are falling during the $99 down sale at Carlsbad Chevrolet. $99 down gets you behind the wheel of your next dream ride. And with a lot chock full of amazing deals, now's the time to upgrade and save. Get 0% on new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500s and up to $9,000 off select new Chevy Silverados. Plus huge savings on the pre-owned lot with payments as low as $299 a month. Now through the end of the month during the 4th of July sale at Carlsbad Chevrolet, 2155 South Canal.
Stephen, you've been drinking. Give me your keys.
Hand over the keys. It's the right choice. Never drink, then drive.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
Hi, Artesia. Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. And boy, do I have some amazing Tuesday deals for you. If you're grabbing a quick bite for yourself, you gotta try our country fried steak meal. This includes our delicious home-style country fried steak patty served with mashed potatoes and white gravy, creamy coleslaw, and a buttermilk biscuit, all just for $4.99. Looking to feed the whole fam? We got you covered. Try our $20 meal deal. This includes 8 pieces of all dark meat chicken, large mashed potatoes and gravy, a large coleslaw, and 4 buttermilk biscuits. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local KFC and Taco Bell.
Yeah, Fox News is now reporting that TMZ has confirmed that Hulk Hogan has died, 71 years old. Got the Breeding Heifer and the Market Cattle Show going on right now at the Eddy County Fair. You can watch online, ksvptv.com, and then they'll be back this afternoon at 3 for the James Hamilton Breeding Sheep Show and Market Lamb Show. That's streaming today from the Eddy County Fair. Of course, the concert tonight, Secreto and La Reunion Norteña. Tickets online at eddycountyfair.com. And tomorrow night, Chris Young, bull riding, Smoking Hot Bull Riding. Carnival's open up again tonight. And we'll have some more concert tickets to give away and some carnival passes to give away. So be listening tomorrow on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. I'll be back for the Friday edition, and then we'll get out there and have a good time out at the Eddy County Fair. Thank you so much for tuning in. Jackie will get the interviews posted here in just a bit, and enjoy them, share them if you will, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. This is KSVP Artesia, K22.